In the gentle twilight hours, when the world grows quiet and still, there exists a realm where extraordinary creatures dwell in harmony with nature's most delicate mysteries. These are the Pokemon, beings of wonder whose stories have been whispered through generations, like soft lullabies carried on evening breezes. As you settle into comfort and allow your breathing to slow and deepen, let us drift together into this peaceful world of discovery, where each fact unfolds like a flower blooming in moonlight. Deep within the ancient forests of the Pokemon world, there grows a peculiar mushroom known as the Tochukaso, and it is from this rare fungus that the gentle Pokemon Paras draws its very life force. The relationship between Paras and these mushrooms is one of the most tender partnerships in all of nature. For as Paras grows and matures, the mushrooms upon its back begin to glow with a soft, phosphorescent light that can guide lost travelers through the darkest nights. This symbiotic bond runs so deep that when Paras eventually evolves into Parasect, the mushroom has grown so large and luminous that it becomes the dominant partner, creating a being that moves through shadowy groves like a living lantern, casting gentle amber glows across moss-covered stones. The ocean depths hold their own quiet mysteries, and none more serene than the ancient Pokemon Relicanth, whose existence spans over 100 million years. This living fossil drifts through underwater canyons with the patience of ages, its body unchanged since the time when the seafloor was young and coral reefs were just beginning to paint the ocean in colors. Relicanth's scales are harder than diamonds, yet they shimmer with an opalescent beauty that captures and reflects the filtered sunlight streaming down through fathoms of blue water. Local fishermen speak in hushed tones of seeing these magnificent creatures during the deepest dives, moving like ancient spirits through underwater caverns where time itself seems to flow differently. In the highest mountain peaks, where the air grows thin and pure, the legendary Pokemon Articuno creates ice crystals so perfect and delicate that each one contains within it the essence of winter's most peaceful moments. These crystals, formed by Articuno's breath, never melt completely, but instead transform slowly over centuries into a special ice that remains cool to the touch even in summer's warmth. Mountain climbers have discovered caves lined with these eternal ice formations, creating chambers that glow with soft blue light and maintain a temperature so perfectly balanced that rare alpine flowers bloom there year-round, their petals seeming to dance in the gentle, cool breeze that Articuno's presence leaves behind. The nocturnal Pokemon Hoothoot possesses an internal clock so precise that it can measure time down to the exact second, and this remarkable ability stems from a small organ located just behind its eyes that resonates with the Earth's magnetic field. As night falls and Hoothoot begins its gentle hooting calls, each sound is perfectly timed to match the planet's rotation, creating a natural symphony that helps synchronize the sleep cycles of other Pokemon throughout the forest. Researchers have discovered that people who live near Hoothoot populations tend to experience more restful sleep and more vivid dreams, as if the Pokemon's temporal harmony extends its calming influence to all living beings within earshot. Beneath the surface of quiet ponds and slow-moving streams, the water-type Pokemon Slowpoke demonstrates one of nature's most peaceful approaches to existence. Slowpoke's tail, which dangles lazily in the water, contains specialized nerve endings that can detect the subtlest changes in water temperature, current direction, and even the emotional states of other aquatic Pokemon. This extraordinary sensitivity allows Slowpoke to serve as a living barometer for the health of entire water ecosystems, and its presence in a body of water is considered a sign of perfect environmental balance. The tail secretes a sweet substance that, when dissolved in water, has been known to promote feelings of contentment and tranquility in all creatures that drink from that source. In gardens and where the moonlight falls most softly, the grass type Pokemon Oddish emerges from the soil during the darkest hours of night, its bulbous body swaying gently as it absorbs nutrients through its feet like roots. The leaves atop Oddish's head are remarkably sensitive to lunar cycles, changing their angle and orientation based on the moon's phase. And during the new moon, when darkness is complete, these leaves emit the faintest of glows, barely perceptible to human eyes, but clearly visible to other Pokemon. This gentle luminescence serves as a beacon for lost or frightened Pokemon, guiding them to safety through gardens and meadows where Oddish communities have taken root. The mysterious connection between Pokemon and dreams becomes most apparent when observing the psychic type Drowzee, whose entire existence revolves around the delicate art of dream consumption. Drowzee does not simply eat dreams indiscriminately, but carefully selects only nightmares and troubling thoughts, leaving behind peaceful, restful sleep for its subjects. The process is so gentle that those whose dreams Drowzee has visited often report the most refreshing sleep of their lives, waking with a sense of clarity and emotional lightness that can last for days. In ancient times, Drowzee were considered sacred guardians of sleep, and temples were built in their honor, where people would come to seek relief from persistent nightmares or insomnia. The graceful Pokemon Lapras, with its shell that gleams like polished sapphire, possesses an intelligence that rivals that of the wisest scholars, combined with an empathy so profound that it can sense the emotional needs of any creature it encounters. Lapra has been observed gently carrying exhausted swimmers to shore, its movements so smooth and steady that passengers often fall asleep during the journey, lulled by the rhythmic motion and the soft songs that Lapras hums while swimming. These melodies, which seem to rise from the very depths of the ocean, have a haunting beauty that speaks to something primal in the listener's soul, evoking memories of safety, warmth, and unconditional love. As evening mist begins to gather in valleys and lowlands, the ghost-type Pokemon Gastly emerges from shadows not to frighten, but to perform one of nature's most essential services. Gastly's gaseous body can absorb negative emotions and psychic residue that accumulates in places where people have experienced stress or sadness, essentially cleansing these spaces of lingering emotional toxins. After Gastly has passed through an area, people often comment on how much lighter and more peaceful the atmosphere feels, though they rarely realize that this gentle spirit has been working silently to restore harmony to their environment. The bond between Pokemon and the natural world reveals itself most beautifully in the relationship between Vileplume and the gardens it tends. This flower Pokemon releases spores that, rather than causing harm, actually enhance the growth and vitality of surrounding plants, creating microecosystems of extraordinary diversity and beauty. Each Vileplume's spores have a unique signature that attracts specific combinations of beneficial insects, birds, and other Pokémon, resulting in gardens that seem to pulse with life and color. The fragrance produced by these enhanced gardens has therapeutic properties, promoting deep relaxation and emotional healing in all who breathe it in, making Vileplume's territory into natural sanctuaries of peace and restoration. The mysterious psychic energies that flow through certain Pokemon create phenomena that border on the miraculous, and nowhere is this more evident than in the gentle presence of Alakazam, whose mind operates on frequencies so refined that it can perceive the subtle currents of thought and emotion that connect all living beings. When Alakazam meditates, which it does for several hours each day, its psychic emanations create a field of tranquility that extends for miles in every direction, causing flowers to bloom more vibrantly, streams to flow more peacefully, and even the wind to blow with a softer, more melodious whisper. Those who have been fortunate enough to witness Alakazam in deep meditation describe an overwhelming sense of cosmic harmony, as if the very fabric of reality becomes more coherent and beautiful in the presence of this remarkable Pokemon's focused consciousness. The ancient forests hold secrets that only the oldest Pokemon remember, and among these keepers of woodland wisdom stands Venomoth, whose nocturnal flights serve a purpose far more profound than mere hunting. As Venomoth glides silently through moonlit groves, the scales that fall from its wings carry microscopic spores that help maintain the delicate balance between different plant species, ensuring that no single type of vegetation overwhelms the others. These scales shimmer with an otherworldly light that photographers have tried countless times to capture, yet the images never quite convey the ethereal beauty of Venomoth's natural luminescence. The patterns created by falling Venomoth scales have been studied by mathematicians and found to follow complex geometric principles that mirror the golden ratio and other fundamental constants of nature, suggesting that even in its most casual movements, this Pokemon is participating in the universe's deeper mathematical harmony. In the deepest caverns, where sunlight has never touched stone, Graveler performs the slow, patient work of geological transformation that shapes the very foundations of the world. Each Graveler's body contains minerals from dozens of different rock formations, creating a living archive of the Earth's history that spans millions of years. As Graveler moves through underground passages, it unconsciously sorts and redistributes these minerals, gradually creating new types of rock formations that possess enhanced stability and beauty. Geologists who study areas where Graveler populations have lived for centuries consistently find rock formations of unusual elegance and strength, as if the very stone has been infused with an artistic sensibility that transcends mere geological processes. The relationship between Pokemon and the changing seasons reveals itself most poetically in the behavior of Rapidash, whose mane burns with flames that shift color according to the emotional atmosphere of its surroundings. During spring, Rapidash's flames take on gentle pastels that reflect the tender hope of new growth, while summer brings bold, warm hues that mirror the confidence and vitality of life in full bloom. As autumn arrives, the flames deepen into rich ambers and crimsons that echo the bittersweet beauty of leaves preparing to fall, and winter transforms the fire into cool blues and silvers that somehow manage to convey both the stark beauty of snow-covered landscapes and the quiet promise of renewal that lies dormant beneath the frozen ground. The ocean depths conceal wonders that challenge our understanding of life itself, and among these mysteries swims Tentacruel, whose translucent body serves as a living lens that focuses and amplifies the subtle bioluminescent communications used by deep-sea creatures. When multiple Tentacruel gather in the same area, their combined presence creates underwater light displays of breathtaking complexity, with patterns that pulse and shift in response to ocean currents, temperature changes, and the emotional states of marine life for miles around. Marine biologists who have witnessed these displays describe them as resembling vast, three-dimensional musical compositions made of light, with themes and variations that seem to tell the story of the ocean's deepest dreams and oldest memories. The delicate balance of ecosystems often depends on the subtle interventions of Pokémon whose contributions go unnoticed by casual observers, such as the way Farfetch'd uses its keen intelligence to identify and remove invasive plant species that threaten native vegetation. Each Farfetch'd carries a leek that has been carefully selected not just for its utility as a tool, but for its ability to detect chemical signatures that indicate ecological imbalance. When Farfetch'd encounters plants that don't belong in a particular habitat, it uses its leek to mark them with a subtle scent that attracts other Pokémon who specialize in removing such threats, creating a network of environmental guardians that work together to maintain the health of their shared home. The phenomenon of Pokémon evolution represents one of nature's most profound mysteries, and nowhere is this more beautifully demonstrated than in the transformation of Magikarp into Gyarados, a process that involves not just physical change, but a complete restructuring of the Pokemon's relationship with water itself. During the evolution process, which can take anywhere from moments to hours depending on the individual Pokemon's readiness, the water around the transforming Magikarp becomes charged with an energy that promotes healing and renewal in all aquatic life within a considerable radius. Fish populations increase, water plants grow more vibrantly, and even polluted water becomes noticeably cleaner, as if the sheer force of evolutionary transformation has the power to purify and restore the environment that witnesses it. The nocturnal world awakens to the gentle presence of Clefairy, whose connection to lunar cycles runs so deep that its body actually changes composition slightly with each phase of the moon, becoming more ethereal during the new moon and more substantial during the full moon. This cyclical transformation allows Clefairy to serve as a bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds, helping lost spirits find peace and assisting other Pokémon in processing difficult emotions or traumatic experiences. On nights when the moon is dark, Clefairy can be found in meadows and clearings, moving in slow, graceful dances that seem to draw starlight down from the heavens, creating temporary sanctuaries where healing and transformation become possible for any creature brave enough to enter the sacred space. The ancient art of weather prediction finds its most accurate practitioner in Golduck, whose psychic abilities allow it to perceive atmospheric changes days or even weeks before they manifest as visible weather patterns. Golduck's forehead gem serves as a natural barometer that changes color and intensity in response to pressure variations so subtle that modern instruments cannot detect them. Communities that live near Golduck populations have learned to read these signals, allowing them to prepare for storms, droughts, or other weather events with an accuracy that seems almost supernatural. The gems of elderly Golduck, which have spent decades attuned to atmospheric patterns, develop a wisdom that extends beyond mere weather prediction, somehow gaining the ability to sense the emotional climate of communities and helping to prevent conflicts before they can escalate into serious problems. The mysterious relationship between Alakazam and the fabric of reality itself reveals layers of complexity that scientists are only beginning to understand, as these remarkable Pokemon appear to exist partially outside the normal flow of time, their consciousness spanning multiple temporal dimensions simultaneously. When an Alakazam enters deep meditation, which can last for days or even weeks, its brain waves synchronize with quantum fluctuations in space-time, allowing it to perceive potential futures and alternate realities with startling clarity. During these extended meditative states, the area surrounding a meditating Alakazam becomes a zone of temporal stability, where time moves at a perfectly consistent rate, immune to the minor variations and fluctuations that normally occur due to gravitational influences and electromagnetic fields. This temporal sanctuary effect has made Alakazam invaluable to researchers studying the nature of time itself, though the Pokemon seem more interested in using their abilities to help resolve conflicts by showing disputants the long-term consequences of their actions across multiple possible timelines. The gentle giant Snorlax possesses a digestive system so efficient and harmonious with nature that its waste products serve as some of the most potent fertilizers ever discovered, capable of transforming barren soil into rich, productive earth within a single growing season. The sleeping patterns of Snorlax follow ancient rhythms that predate human civilization, with each individual's sleep cycle precisely calibrated to the needs of their local ecosystem. When Snorlax sleeps, its body releases a complex mixture of pheromones and low-frequency vibrations that encourage deep, restorative sleep in all creatures within several miles, creating vast zones of peaceful rest that allow entire ecosystems to recover from the stresses of daily survival. The dreams of Snorlax are said to be so vivid and peaceful that they sometimes leak into the surrounding environment, manifesting as unusually beautiful sunsets, particularly melodious bird songs, or the sudden appearance of rare flowers that bloom only in places where contentment and tranquility have reached perfect harmony. Beneath the ocean's surface, Lapras pods navigate using songs that can travel thousands of miles through deep water channels, their melodies carrying information about currents, food sources, and safe harbors with a precision that rivals the most sophisticated navigation systems. Each Lapras learns hundreds of traditional songs from its elders, creating a vast oral library of oceanic knowledge that has been passed down through generations spanning millennia. The most ancient of these songs contain harmonies so complex and beautiful that they can calm violent storms, their frequencies resonating with the natural rhythms of wind and wave to restore balance to chaotic weather systems. Young Lapras spend years learning not just the melodies, but the emotional nuances behind each song, understanding that the same tune can convey completely different meanings depending on the subtle variations in pitch, timing, and the singer's emotional state when the song is performed. The transformation chambers, where Ditto practice their mimicry abilities, exist in hidden caves lined with crystalline formations that amplify and refine their shape-shifting capabilities, allowing them to achieve levels of precision that would be impossible in ordinary environments. Within these sacred spaces, Ditto can hold multiple partial transformations simultaneously, creating beautiful, flowing displays of constantly shifting forms that serve both as artistic expression and advanced training exercises. The crystals themselves are formed from minerals that have been infused with centuries of Ditto transformation energy, creating unique geological structures that pulse with gentle, rainbow colored light and emit soft, harmonious tones when touched by wind or water. Elder Ditto use these chambers not only for their own practice, but as teaching spaces where they guide younger members of their species through the complex mental and physical disciplines required to master their extraordinary abilities. The nocturnal migrations of Crobat follow invisible highways in the sky, created by magnetic field variations and air current patterns that form stable corridors stretching across continents. These aerial pathways shift gradually over geological timescales, and Crobat possess ancestral memories that allow them to navigate route changes that may not have occurred for thousands of years. During their long flights, Crobat enter a state of semi-consciousness that allows them to rest while maintaining perfect formation flying. Their echolocation calls creating a symphony of communication that helps coordinate the movements of flocks numbering in the thousands. The sound waves generated by large Crobat migrations create temporary modifications to local weather patterns, often bringing gentle rains to drought-stricken areas along their flight paths. In the deepest parts of ancient forests, Vileplume gardens create microenvironments where the normal rules of plant growth seem suspended, with flowers blooming in impossible colors and trees bearing fruit that changes flavor with the seasons in ways that defy botanical understanding. The pollen produced by these gardens carries genetic information from plants that existed millions of years ago, occasionally triggering evolutionary reversions that bring extinct plant species back to life for brief periods. Vileplume tend these gardens with infinite patience, spending decades nurturing single specimens and creating hybrid plants that exist nowhere else in the world. The most remarkable of these botanical sanctuaries feature plants that respond to human emotions, blooming more vibrantly in the presence of happiness and contentment while closing their petals when sadness or anger enters their domain. The crystalline caves where onyx rest between their geological wanderings serve as natural laboratories where new mineral formations are constantly being created through processes that combine intense pressure, specific temperature gradients, and the unique electromagnetic fields generated by the Pokemon's iron-rich body composition. These caves often become pilgrimage sites for rock-type Pokemon from across vast regions, who journey great distances to absorb the mineral-rich emanations that promote their own growth and evolution. The walls of ancient onyx caves display intricate patterns carved by generations of the massive Pokemon, creating underground art galleries that tell the geological history of entire mountain ranges through symbolic representations that only other rock-type Pokemon can fully interpret. Deep within the ocean trenches, tentacruel colonies maintain vast underwater cities built from coral structures that they cultivate and shape over centuries, creating architectural marvels that blend seamlessly with the natural environment while providing shelter and protection for countless smaller sea creatures. The bioluminescent displays created by large tentacruel gatherings serve as both communication systems and navigational aids, with patterns of light so complex and beautiful that they have inspired human artists and musicians for generations. The most ancient tentacruel possess memories that span hundreds of years, making them living repositories of oceanic history who can recall changes in current patterns, temperature fluctuations, and the migrations of long extinct sea creatures with perfect clarity. The electromagnetic fields generated by magnezone communities create invisible highways in the sky that flying Pokemon use for effortless long distance travel, riding these energy currents like thermal updrafts that can carry them across entire continents without expending their own energy. These magnetic pathways shift and flow according to lunar cycles and solar activity, creating an ever changing network of aerial routes that experienced flying Pokemon navigate with instinctive precision. The strongest of these electromagnetic streams can actually bend light around them, creating optical illusions that make entire flocks of migrating Pokemon appear to vanish and reappear as they follow these invisible corridors through the atmosphere. In the deepest parts of primordial swamps, ancient golem gather to perform rituals that involve slowly rolling massive boulders into precise geometric patterns that align with celestial movements, creating stone circles that amplify the Earth's natural magnetic fields and serve as focal points for ground type energy that can be felt for hundreds of miles in every direction. These ceremonies take place only during specific astronomical alignments that occur once every few decades, with Golem traveling from distant mountain ranges to participate in traditions that have been maintained for millennia. The stone patterns they create gradually sink into the swamp over time, forming underwater monuments that continue to generate subtle energy fields long after the ceremonies have ended. The silk produced by Ariados colonies possesses remarkable properties that change depending on the emotional state of the spider Pokemon weaving it, creating webs that can be nearly invisible when spun in contentment or brilliantly colored when created during times of excitement or territorial displays. These webs serve not only as hunting tools, but as complex three-dimensional maps that record the movement patterns of every creature that has ever passed through the forest, with different strand tensions and web geometries encoding information about size, speed, and behavioral patterns of countless species. Master weavers among the Ariados can create silk tapestries so intricate and beautiful that they rival the finest human artwork, telling stories of forest history through patterns that take years to complete and can only be fully appreciated when viewed from specific angles during certain lighting conditions. The underground networks created by Dugtrio families extend far deeper than most researchers realize, reaching down to geological layers where the pressure creates unique mineral formations that the mole Pokemon harvest and transport to surface gardens where they cultivate rare Earth-type plants that grow nowhere else in the world. These subterranean highways connect distant regions through tunnel systems that can span entire continents, allowing for the rapid exchange of soil nutrients, seeds, and geological information that helps maintain the health of ecosystems across vast areas. The most ancient Dugtrio tunnels feature chambers carved with intricate geometric patterns that serve as acoustic amplifiers, allowing the Pokemon to communicate across hundreds of miles through subsonic vibrations that travel through solid rock faster than sound moves through air. In the polar regions, dugong pods create breathing holes in thick ice that they maintain throughout the winter months. But these openings serve a purpose far beyond simple respiration. The warm breath of multiple dugong creates unique atmospheric conditions above these holes that generate localized aurora displays with colors and patterns that differ significantly from natural northern lights and can be seen from great distances as beacons that guide lost travelers across the frozen landscape. The songs that dugongs sing while maintaining these breathing holes resonate through the ice in ways that create complex harmonic patterns, turning entire ice sheets into massive musical instruments that produce hauntingly beautiful melodies, audible both above and below the water. The psychic energies generated by Alakazam during deep meditation create temporary rifts in space-time that allow glimpses into parallel dimensions where different evolutionary paths were taken, providing invaluable insights into the infinite possibilities of Pokemon development and adaptation. These dimensional windows appear as shimmering distortions in the air that last only moments but contain lifetimes of information about alternate realities where familiar Pokemon species evolved in radically different ways. The most powerful Alakazam can maintain these rifts long enough to allow brief exchanges of knowledge with their counterparts in other dimensions, leading to sudden leaps in understanding that have advanced Pokemon psychology and evolutionary theory by centuries. The flames produced by Rapidash during the legendary gallops across open plains create thermal updrafts so powerful that they can lift entire clouds into new formations, occasionally generating weather patterns that bring rain to areas that haven't seen precipitation in months. The hoofprints left behind by those magnificent Pokemon remain warm for days after their passage, creating microhabitats where cold-sensitive plants can survive in otherwise inhospitable climates, and allowing for the gradual expansion of diverse ecosystems into previously barren regions. Ancient legends speak of Rapidash, whose flames burned with such purity that they could ignite the very air around them, creating trails of fire that hung in the sky long after the Pokemon had passed and served as celestial markers for navigation across vast wilderness areas. The electrical storms generated by wild electrode populations create unique atmospheric conditions that temporarily alter the behavior of radio waves and electromagnetic signals, sometimes allowing for communication across impossible distances or the reception of signals from sources that shouldn't be reachable under normal circumstances. Those electromagnetic anomalies can last for hours after the electrode have departed, creating windows of opportunity for researchers to detect and study phenomena that remain invisible under ordinary conditions. The most intense electrode gatherings can generate electromagnetic pulses so powerful that they create temporary auroras even in regions far from the magnetic poles, painting the night sky with brilliant colors that dance and swirl in patterns synchronized with the electrical discharges below. Deep within volcanic regions, magmar communities maintain lava pools at precise temperatures that serve as nurseries for rare fire type Pokemon whose eggs require specific thermal conditions to develop properly. These carefully tended pools create unique ecosystems where heat loving organisms thrive in conditions that would be lethal to most other forms of life, forming symbiotic relationships with the magmar who protect and nurture them in exchange for services such as cleaning parasites or providing early warning of geological instabilities. The lava in these pools often contains trace minerals that are found nowhere else on Earth, creating opportunities for new types of rock and metal formation that occur only through the precise temperature control that Magmar can provide. The ice sculptures, created by Jinx during their elaborate courtship displays, possess properties that defy conventional understanding of frozen water, maintaining their intricate details for years without melting even in warm climates and continuing to emit gentle cooling effects that create pleasant microclimates around them. These artistic creations serve as gathering places for ice-type Pokemon and provide relief for other species during hot summer months, while their beautiful forms inspire human artists and architects who study their impossible geometries and crystalline structures. The most masterful of these ice sculptures seem to change appearance depending on the angle of viewing and the time of day, revealing hidden patterns and images that tell complex stories about ice type culture and history. In the deepest ocean trenches, Gyarados communities maintain ancient territories where they perform slow, graceful dances that generate powerful underwater currents capable of stirring up nutrients from the ocean floor and distributing them across vast areas of previously barren seafloor. These nutrient upwellings create oases of life in the deep ocean that support entire ecosystems of rare and unusual creatures found nowhere else in the world, with some species having evolved specifically to take advantage of the unique conditions created by Gyarados movements. The most ancient of these underwater territories feature carved stone monuments that record the genealogies of Gyarados families stretching back thousands of generations, serving as underwater libraries that preserve the history and traditions of these magnificent sea serpents. The carved monuments in these Gyarados territories display intricate patterns that seem to shift and flow like water itself when viewed from different angles, created through techniques that remain a mystery to marine archaeologists who have studied them for decades. These underwater sculptures appear to be formed from a unique type of stone that develops only under the intense pressure and specific mineral conditions found in the deepest ocean trenches, combined with the subtle electrical fields that Gyarados naturally generate during their territorial displays. The stone itself has remarkable properties, remaining perfectly preserved despite being submerged for millennia and showing no signs of erosion or decay, even when exposed to the corrosive effects of deep sea thermal vents. High in mountain caves, where few humans venture, aerodactyl roosts serve as living museums of prehistoric atmospheric conditions, with the ancient air trapped within these caverns containing trace gases and particles from eras long past. The walls of these caves are lined with crystalline formations that grow only in the presence of aerodactyl wing beats, creating natural wind chimes that produce haunting melodies when air currents pass through them. These musical caves have been known to induce deep, meditative states in those few explorers who have discovered them, with the resonant frequencies appearing to synchronize with human brain waves in ways that promote profound relaxation and clarity of thought. The crystalline formations in aerodactyl caves contain microscopic inclusions of ancient pollen, spores, and atmospheric dust that provide scientists with invaluable information about prehistoric climates and ecosystems. Some of these crystals continue to grow at an almost imperceptible rate, adding new layers that capture contemporary atmospheric conditions and creating ongoing records of environmental changes that span geological ages. The most remarkable of these formations pulse gently with bioluminescent light during certain phases of the moon, suggesting a connection between these ancient Pokémon and lunar cycles that extends far beyond simple behavioral patterns. In remote forest clearings, Snorlax create what researchers call rest zones, where their prolonged sleeping generates unique microclimates characterized by exceptional tranquility and reduced ambient noise levels. The ground beneath a sleeping Snorlax develops specialized plant communities that thrive in the peaceful environment, with many species of flowers blooming more vibrantly and producing more intense fragrances in these serene locations. These rest zones often become pilgrimage sites for wild Pokemon seeking respite from the stresses of territorial conflicts or seasonal migrations, creating temporary sanctuaries where natural enemies coexist peacefully under the calming influence of Snorlax's presence. The soil in these rest zones becomes enriched with unique minerals that leach from Snorlax fur during their extended sleep periods, creating growing conditions that support rare medicinal plants found nowhere else in the wild. Traditional healers have long recognized the therapeutic properties of herbs gathered from Snorlax rest zones, though the slow-growing nature of these plants means that harvesting must be done with extreme care to avoid disrupting the delicate ecological balance. The most ancient rest zones, used by the same Snorlax families for generations, develop into natural amphitheaters where the acoustics are so perfect that even the softest whisper can be heard clearly from great distances. Beneath the ocean surface, schools of seeking perform elaborate synchronized swimming displays during spawning seasons that create underwater light shows visible from the surface on calm, clear nights. These displays serve multiple purposes beyond simple courtship rituals, with the coordinated movements generating specific water current patterns that help distribute nutrients and oxygen throughout their aquatic territories. The golden scales of seeking reflect and amplify available light in ways that create underwater rainbows, transforming ordinary coral reefs into spectacular displays of color and movement that attract photographers and marine biologists from around the world. The most experienced seeking develop the ability to create temporary underwater sculptures by manipulating water currents and suspended particles, forming ephemeral works of art that exist for only brief moments before dissolving back into the surrounding water. These fleeting masterpieces often incorporate bioluminescent plankton and other light-producing organisms, creating three-dimensional light paintings that tell stories about ocean currents, seasonal changes, and the history of their underwater communities. The patterns created during these displays have been observed to influence the behavior of other marine Pokémon, suggesting a complex form of underwater communication that researchers are only beginning to understand. In coastal tide pools, where Staryu gather during low tide, the combined effect of their natural regenerative abilities creates pools of water with remarkable healing properties that benefit all marine life in the area. These enhanced tide pools maintain perfect salinity and mineral balance even during extreme weather conditions, serving as nurseries for countless species of small fish and marine invertebrates. The water in these pools remains remarkably clear and clean, with Staryu apparently filtering out pollutants and harmful bacteria through processes that marine biologists are still working to fully comprehend. The geometric patterns that Staryu trace in tide pool sand during their feeding activities create temporary mandalas that seem to influence local water circulation patterns, ensuring optimal distribution of nutrients and oxygen throughout the pool ecosystem. These sand patterns often persist for several tidal cycles, gradually evolving and changing as successive waves reshape them while maintaining their essential geometric properties. Local coastal communities have developed traditions around these natural sand art displays, viewing them as symbols of renewal and regeneration that mark favorable conditions for fishing and marine activities. Deep in underground caverns, Zubat colonies create complex acoustic environments where their echolocation calls combine and resonate in ways that generate three-dimensional sound maps of incredible detail and accuracy. These sound maps not only help individual Zubat navigate in complete darkness, but also serve as communication networks that allow entire colonies to share information about food sources, weather conditions, and potential threats across vast underground territories. The acoustic properties of these caverns are so precisely tuned by generations of Zubat occupation that even small changes in the cave structure are immediately detected and compensated for through adjustments in calling patterns and flight paths. The guano deposits in these Zubat caverns create unique growing conditions for specialized fungi and bacteria that exist nowhere else on Earth, forming underground ecosystems of remarkable complexity and beauty. Some of these organisms produce gentle bioluminescent glows that create subtle lighting effects throughout the cave systems, while others generate chemical compounds that help maintain optimal air quality for the Zubat colonies. The most ancient of these cave systems develop into natural cathedrals where the acoustic properties are so perfect that they have inspired human musicians and architects who study their remarkable resonance characteristics and spatial design principles. The intricate relationship between Zubat colonies and their cave environments extends far beyond simple habitation, creating living ecosystems where sound, chemistry, and biology interweave in patterns of extraordinary sophistication. Within the deepest chambers of these underground sanctuaries, the accumulated wisdom of countless generations has shaped acoustic chambers so precisely calibrated that they function as natural amplifiers, allowing whispered echolocation calls to travel for miles through interconnected tunnel systems. These sound corridors enable Zubat communities separated by vast distances to maintain contact, sharing vital information about seasonal changes, migration routes, and the location of abundant feeding grounds that may lie far from their home caves. The thermal regulation within these cave systems demonstrates another layer of Zubat ingenuity, as their collective body heat and carefully orchestrated flight patterns create gentle air currents that maintain optimal temperatures throughout even the most extensive cavern networks. During winter months, when surface temperatures plummet, these underground environments remain perfectly stable, providing sanctuary not only for Zubat, but for countless other creatures that seek refuge from harsh weather conditions. The breath of sleeping Zubat colonies creates humid microclimates that support delicate cave formations, including crystalline structures that grow slowly over decades, their surfaces catching and reflecting the subtle bioluminescence of cave-dwelling organisms in displays of quiet, ethereal beauty. In the realm of water types, Psyduck represents one of nature's most fascinating studies in the relationship between psychic ability and physical discomfort. These yellow, duck-like Pokemon experience constant headaches that intensify until their psychic powers activate involuntarily, creating bursts of telekinetic energy that often surprise the Psyduck themselves. The mechanism behind these headaches appears to be related to the gradual buildup of psychic pressure within specialized neural pathways that are still developing throughout their lives. Unlike many Pokemon whose abilities manifest predictably, Psyduck's powers emerge chaotically, triggered by pain thresholds that vary significantly between individuals and circumstances. Research into Psyduck colonies has revealed that their collective unconscious psychic emanations create zones of altered reality where the normal laws of physics become subtly flexible. Water in these areas sometimes flows uphill. Small objects may levitate briefly, and sensitive individuals report experiencing vivid dreams and enhanced intuition. These reality distortions are gentle and temporary, typically lasting only as long as a Psyduck group remains in the area, but they have profound effects on local ecosystems. Plants in Psyduck habitats often develop unusual growth patterns, with some species producing flowers that bloom in impossible colors or fruits that taste remarkably different from their counterparts in other regions. The headaches that plague Psyduck serve a crucial developmental purpose, acting as a form of natural pressure valve that prevents their psychic abilities from developing too rapidly and overwhelming their neural systems. Young Psyduck learn to manage their discomfort through various coping mechanisms, including specific swimming patterns that seem to provide relief and social behaviors that help distribute psychic pressure across the group. Elder Psyduck in a colony often position themselves near younger individuals during periods of intense psychic activity, somehow absorbing excess energy and helping to stabilize the group's collective mental state. Geodude, those living rock Pokemon found throughout mountainous regions, demonstrate remarkable geological awareness that extends far beyond their rocky exterior. These Pokemon can sense seismic activity days before earthquakes occur, positioning themselves along fault lines where their natural magnetism helps stabilize unstable rock formations. Their bodies contain trace minerals from every region they have inhabited, creating internal geological records that span decades of travel and environmental change. When Geodude gather in groups, their combined magnetic fields create protective zones around human settlements, reducing the likelihood of landslides and rockfalls during severe weather events. The process by which Geodude form is itself a marvel of geological evolution, beginning as ordinary rocks that slowly develop consciousness through exposure to specific combinations of mineral deposits, underground water systems, and electromagnetic fields. This transformation can take centuries, during which the developing Geodude remains dormant, accumulating knowledge of local geological conditions through processes that blur the line between mineral formation and biological development. Ancient Geodude, those who have existed for millennia, become repositories of geological history, their bodies containing mineral samples from long extinct rock formations and evidence of climatic conditions from eras when the landscape was dramatically different. These ancient individuals often serve as pillars of their communities, literally and figuratively, as their massive bodies become integrated into the landscape while their consciousness continues to guide and protect younger Geodude. Their magnetic signatures create navigation beacons that help other rock-type Pokémon find safe passages through treacherous mountain terrain, and their deep understanding of underground water systems enables them to locate springs and mineral deposits that sustain entire ecosystems. The wisdom accumulated by these elder Geodude is passed down through a form of mineral resonance, where younger individuals can absorb geological knowledge simply by remaining in close proximity to their ancient mentors. Mountain climbers and geologists have long recognized that areas with established Geodude populations are significantly safer and more stable than similar terrain without these rocky guardians. The Pokemon's natural ability to reinforce weak rock structures and their instinctive understanding of weather patterns make them invaluable allies in regions prone to natural disasters. Their presence often indicates the location of valuable mineral deposits, as Geodude are naturally drawn to areas rich in the specific elements they need for growth and development. The relationship between Geodude and the mountain ecosystems they inhabit creates feedback loops of geological and biological enhancement that benefit countless species. Their movement through underground tunnel systems help aerate soil and distribute nutrients, while their magnetic fields influence the growth patterns of metal-rich plants and the migration routes of various flying-type Pokémon who use these magnetic signatures for navigation. The slow, deliberate nature of Geodude communities reflects the geological timescales on which they operate, where changes are measured in decades rather than days, and patience becomes a fundamental virtue that shapes their interactions with faster-lived species. This long-term perspective allows them to endure environmental shifts and adapt with a steadfastness that few other Pokémon can match, making them true guardians of the Earth's enduring processes. Moving from the solid Earth to the fluid depths, consider the enigmatic Tentacool, a Pokémon whose simple appearance belies a complex and often misunderstood ecology. Tentacool are primarily found in shallow coastal waters, often near coral reefs or rocky shores, where their translucent bodies make them incredibly difficult to spot. Their two large, crystal-like eyes are not merely decorative. They possess an extraordinary visual acuity, capable of detecting minute changes in light intensity and water currents, allowing them to navigate intricate underwater environments even in low-light conditions. These eyes are thought to be sensitive to the infrared spectrum, enabling them to perceive heat signatures of prey and predators, a unique adaptation among many marine Pokémon. The most distinctive feature of Tentacool, however, are its 8 tentacles, which are not merely for locomotion or grasping. Each tentacle is lined with numerous stinging cells, known as nematocysts, which inject a potent neurotoxin upon contact. This toxin, while rarely fatal to humans, can cause severe pain, paralysis, and disorientation, serving as an effective defense mechanism against larger predators and a means to subdue smaller prey like fish and plankton. The chemical composition of Tentacool's venom is remarkably stable even after the Pokemon has passed away, leading to ancient practices where dried Tentacool venom was used by certain indigenous tribes as a paralytic agent for hunting or in medicinal preparations to numb severe pain. Tentacool's diet consists mainly of microscopic organisms and small fish, which they ensnare by extending their tentacles in a wide net. They are filter feeders to some extent, but also active hunters, using their neurotoxin to immobilize their meals. The collective feeding behavior of a large group of Tentacool can significantly impact local plankton populations, making them an important regulatory force in coastal ecosystems. Their presence often indicates a healthy marine environment, as they are susceptible to pollution and changes in water salinity or temperature. Reproduction in Tentacool is a fascinating process involving the release of vast quantities of eggs and sperm directly into the water column. This broadcast spawning strategy ensures a wide dispersal of their offspring, increasing the chances of survival against predation and environmental fluctuations. The fertilized eggs develop into tiny, free-swimming larvae that drift with the ocean currents, gradually developing their tentacles and stinging cells before settling into a more sedentary adult life. This larval stage is particularly vulnerable, and only a small fraction survive to maturity, highlighting the delicate balance of life in the ocean. Interestingly, despite their potent venom, Tentacool are not without their own predators. Water-faring bird Pokemon, certain species of fish Pokemon, and even some land-dwelling Pokemon that venture into the shallows have developed immunities or specialized hunting techniques to prey upon Tentacool. For instance, the Sharpedo is known to swiftly bite off Tentacool tentacles without triggering the stinging cells, demonstrating a precise predatory instinct. The translucent quality of Tentacool's body is not just for camouflage, it is a testament to its unique physiology. Its internal organs are diffused throughout its gelatinous matrix, much like a jellyfish, allowing for efficient nutrient absorption and waste expulsion across its entire surface. This lack of centralized organs makes it incredibly resilient to physical damage, as individual cells can regenerate and repair themselves with remarkable speed. Scientists have studied Tentacool's regenerative capabilities in hopes of understanding fundamental biological processes related to tissue repair and growth. Tentacool's relationship with humans has been a complex one. While often viewed as a nuisance due to their stinging capabilities, they also play a vital role in the marine food web and serve as bioindicators of ocean health. Coastal communities that have developed various methods to coexist with Tentacool, from specialized nets to deter them from swimming areas to traditional fishing practices that respect their breeding cycles. Some cultures even hold Tentacool in reverence, viewing them as guardians of the sea's hidden depths and portents of deep ocean currents. Their seasonal appearances are often tied to lunar cycles and changes in ocean temperature, guiding local fishermen in their navigation and understanding of the sea. Shifting our focus upwards to the realm of the aerial, we encounter the magnificent Pidgeotto, a Pokemon that embodies grace and power in the skies. Pidgeotto is the evolved form of Pidgey and represents a significant step in the avian Pokemon's development, both physically and behaviorally. Its larger size, sharper talons, and more robust wings allow it to reach greater altitudes and sustain longer flights than its pre-evolution. Pidgeotto are formidable birds of prey, primarily found in forests, open grasslands, and mountainous regions where they establish vast territories. Their keen eyesight is legendary, capable of spotting a tiny Magikarp swimming in a river from several miles overhead. This telescopic vision is a result of a highly specialized fovea, an area in the retina densely packed with photoreceptor cells, surpassing even that of many real-world raptors. This visual acuity is crucial for their hunting strategy, which involves soaring high above, patiently surveying the landscape, and then executing a swift, powerful dive to snatch unsuspecting prey. Their diet is varied, consisting mainly of smaller Pokemon like Caterpie, Weedle, and even young Rattata. Pidgeotto are opportunistic hunters and will adapt their diet based on seasonal availability and local prey populations. They are also known to scavenge, especially during harsh winters when live prey is scarce. Their powerful talons are adapted not only for grasping prey, but also for tearing through tough hides and scales. Pidgeotto build elaborate nests high in the tallest trees or on inaccessible cliff ledges, constructing them from interwoven branches, leaves, and sometimes even discarded human materials. These nests are meticulously maintained and often reused for generations, becoming ancestral homes for successive Pidgeotto families. The female Pidgeotto typically lays a clutch of 2 to 3 eggs, which are carefully incubated by both parents. The young Pidgeotto, known as hatchlings, are altricial, meaning they are born helpless and require extensive parental care, including constant feeding and protection from predators. During the breeding season, Pidgeotto engage in spectacular aerial courtship displays, involving intricate dives, spirals, and synchronized flights, showcasing their agility and strength. These displays not only attract mates, but also serve to reinforce pair bonds and establish dominance within their territories. The male Pidgeotto often presents the female with offerings of freshly caught prey, a gesture that demonstrates his hunting prowess and ability to provide for offspring. One of Pidgeotto's most notable abilities is its mastery of wind currents. It can ride thermals for hours without expending much energy, allowing it to patrol vast distances. This understanding of air dynamics is almost instinctive, enabling them to predict weather changes long before they occur, making them valuable indicators for local communities who often observe Pidgeotto behavior to forecast storms or clear skies. Ancient navigators and sailors would often look for the distinctive silhouette of a Pidgeotto soaring high above, knowing that its presence indicated stable air and favorable winds. The feathers of Pidgeotto are not merely for flight, they are exquisitely designed for thermal regulation and camouflage. The outer feathers are water resistant, protecting the Pokemon from rain and cold, while the inner downy layers provide insulation. The coloration of their plumage, a blend of browns, creams, and reds, allows them to blend seamlessly with the varied landscapes they inhabit, from autumnal forests to sun-baked cliffs. During molting season, Pidgeotto can be observed meticulously preening, ensuring each feather is in perfect condition for optimal flight. Pidgeotto communicate through a complex repertoire of calls, ranging from sharp, piercing cries that warn of danger to softer cooing sounds used during courtship or to reassure their young. Each call carries specific information, allowing for sophisticated communication within their flocks and with their mates. Studies have shown that variations in their calls can even convey information about the type of predator or the abundance of food sources in a particular area. The evolution from Pidgeotto to Pidgeot is a dramatic transformation marked by an increase in speed, power, and territorial dominance. A Pidgeotto on the cusp of evolution will often undertake long, solitary flights, testing its limits and honing its skills, almost as if preparing for the profound change it is about to undergo. This period of intense self-improvement is crucial for the development of the majestic Pidgeot, a Pokemon whose wings can generate intense gusts of wind capable of uprooting trees. The relationship between Pidgeotto and human trainers is often one of deep respect and partnership. A well-trained Pidgeotto can be an invaluable ally, not just in battles, but also for reconnaissance, message delivery, and even search and rescue operations. Their intelligence and loyalty are highly prized, and many trainers consider a Pidgeotto a lifelong companion, forming an unbreakable bond forged in the vastness of the sky. The trust between them is built on countless hours of shared experiences, from navigating treacherous weather to celebrating successful hunts. Returning to the aquatic, but this time to the freshwater realm, we encounter the charming Psyduck. This peculiar Pokemon is often underestimated due to its perpetually vacant expression and recurring headaches, yet it possesses a hidden psychic power that manifests under extreme mental duress. Psyduck are typically found in ponds, rivers, and lakes, often near grassy banks, where they can forage for food and bask in the sun. Their diet consists primarily of aquatic plants, small insects, and occasional fish. They are not particularly skilled hunters, often relying on their innate foraging instincts to find sustenance. Psyduck's distinctive yellow plumage and flat, duck-like bill are well suited for their semi-aquatic lifestyle, allowing them to glide gracefully through the water and dabble for food in shallow areas. The most defining characteristic of Psyduck is its chronic headache, which is said to be the source of its seemingly confused and vacant stare. This headache is not merely a discomfort, it is a constant struggle to suppress its latent psychic abilities. When the headache intensifies to an unbearable degree, often brought on by stress, fear, or extreme concentration, Psyduck's psychic powers are unleashed in a powerful, often uncontrollable burst. These bursts can manifest as telekinesis, generating powerful waves, or even minor telepathy, allowing it to briefly understand the thoughts of others. However, once the psychic outburst subsides, Psyduck often has no memory of the event, returning to its usual befuddled state. This amnesia is a protective mechanism, preventing the Pokemon from being overwhelmed by the sheer power it wields. Scientists hypothesize that the headache is a constant feedback loop, where the nascent psychic energy creates pressure within its brain, and this pressure, in turn, triggers the headache. Despite its intellectual struggles, Psyduck is not unintelligent. It demonstrates a surprising level of problem solving ability in its natural habitat, particularly when it comes to finding food or navigating complex waterways. It is also surprisingly resilient, capable of enduring significant environmental stressors due to its adaptive physiology. Its webbed feet are surprisingly strong, allowing it to paddle against strong currents, and its feathers are naturally water resistant, keeping it warm and dry. Reproduction in Psyduck involves laying clutches of eggs in secluded nests built along riverbanks or in dense aquatic vegetation. The eggs are incubated by the female, and once hatched, the young Psyduck are surprisingly independent, quickly learning to forage and swim. However, they remain close to their mother for protection and guidance during their vulnerable early stages. The young Psyduck also experience headaches, albeit milder ones, indicating the inherent nature of their psychic potential. The relationship between Psyduck and other Pokemon is often one of benign indifference. They are not particularly aggressive, preferring to avoid confrontation. However, their accidental psychic outbursts can sometimes cause unintended chaos, leading other Pokemon to give them a wide berth. Certain water-type Pokemon, such as Poliwag, seem to have a natural affinity for Psyduck, often gathering in their vicinity, perhaps sensing the latent psychic energy. Human interaction with Psyduck often involves a mix of amusement and frustration. Trainers value Psyduck for its unique psychic potential, but training it requires immense patience and understanding of its peculiar mental state. Some trainers believe that by helping Psyduck manage its headaches, they can unlock its full psychic capabilities more consistently. Methods often involve creating calm, stress-free environments and focusing on gentle, repetitive training exercises. In folklore, Psyduck is sometimes considered a symbol of hidden potential, a creature that holds immense power within, despite its outwardly unassuming demeanor. Stories are told of Psyduck inadvertently saving villages from floods by generating powerful waves, or leading lost travelers to safety through inexplicable surges of telepathic guidance. These tales highlight the unpredictable but often benevolent nature of its abilities. The perpetual headache of Psyduck also offers a unique window into the neurological complexities of Pokemon. Researchers have dedicated years to understanding the neural pathways and biochemical processes that link its pain to its power. There is a hypothesis that the headache is a form of sensory overload, where its mind is constantly trying to process vast amounts of external and internal stimuli, which is then channeled into psychic energy. The distinctive quacking sound of Psyduck is not merely a vocalization. It is believed to be a reflection of its mental state. A series of rapid, high-pitched quacks often accompanies an intensifying headache, signaling an impending psychic outburst. Conversely, softer, more spaced-out quacks indicate a calm or less severe headache. This vocal communication provides valuable clues to trainers and researchers about its internal struggles. The evolution into Golduck brings a dramatic change. Golduck is sleek, powerful, and possesses complete control over its psychic abilities, its headaches having vanished. This transformation represents a mastery over its internal chaos, a journey from mental struggle to serene power. The transition is a testament to the potential for growth and self-control that lies within even the most seemingly troubled Pokemon, reminding us that every being, no matter how peculiar, carries within it the capacity for profound development and strength. This journey of transformation from Psyduck to Golduck also highlights a fascinating aspect of Pokemon evolution. It is not merely a physical change, but often a profound psychological and physiological maturation. Golduck's ability to swim at incredible speeds, often observed in clear, deep lakes and rivers, is not solely due to its streamlined physique, but also to its enhanced psychic capabilities. It uses its telekinetic powers to reduce water resistance, creating an almost frictionless passage through the water, a silent, elegant dance beneath the surface. Legends speak of Golduck being guardians of ancient waterways, their presence ensuring the purity of springs and the abundance of aquatic life. Some cultures even depict Golduck as divine messengers, their shimmering blue coats and piercing red eyes seen as reflections of the heavens and the wisdom of the earth. Moving from the serene depths to the bustling canopy, we encounter the curious case of Caterpie. This tiny, unassuming bug-type Pokemon is often one of the first encountered by aspiring trainers, a gentle introduction to the diverse world of Pokemon. Caterpie's most defining feature is its vibrant green body, adorned with a distinctive red horn on its head. This horn is not for offense or defense in the traditional sense, but rather serves as a sensory organ, allowing Caterpie to detect vibrations and air currents, helping it navigate its leafy environment and sense approaching danger. Its large, soulful eyes are thought to be quite sensitive to light, prompting it to seek shade during the brightest parts of the day. The diet of a Caterpie consists almost exclusively of leaves, which it consumes with remarkable speed and voracity. This constant eating is crucial for its rapid growth and development, as it prepares for its eventual metamorphosis. The silk thread it produces, often seen clinging to branches or used to slow its descent, is not only for locomotion, but also a vital component for its next stage. This silk is incredibly strong for its size, yet remarkably pliant, showcasing the marvels of natural engineering within the Pokemon world. When threatened, Caterpie can emit a foul odor from its antennae, a simple yet effective deterrent against smaller predators. This defense mechanism, while seemingly rudimentary, is often enough to give it the precious seconds needed to escape or hide amongst the foliage. The transformation of Caterpie into Metapod is a classic example of complete metamorphosis, mirroring insects found in our own world. Metapod, with its hard green chrysalis, represents a period of intense internal change. During this stage, it is largely immobile and seemingly defenseless, relying entirely on the toughness of its shell for protection. The shell, however, is not entirely impenetrable. A strong enough impact can cause it to crack, leaving the developing Pokemon vulnerable. This vulnerability is a stark reminder of the delicate balance of nature, where even the most rigid defenses can be overcome. Despite its apparent inertia, Metapod is undergoing a radical reorganization of its tissues and organs, preparing for its emergence as a beautiful Butterfree. The unwavering stillness of Metapod is a lesson in patience and the power of internal transformation. Trainers are often advised to protect their Metapod during this vulnerable phase, understanding that the stillness is not a weakness, but a necessary step towards greater strength. It's a period of intense growth that's not visible on the surface, a hidden process that prepares it for flight and pollination. The faint tremor sometimes observed in a metapod's shell is a sign of this internal activity, a subtle indication of the profound changes taking place within. Finally, Metapod evolves into Butterfree, a graceful and elegant Pokemon renowned for its vibrant, dust covered wings. These wings are not only for flight, but also play a crucial role in pollination, transferring pollen between flowers as it flits from bloom to bloom. This makes Butterfree an invaluable part of many ecosystems, contributing to the biodiversity and health of plant life. The dust on its wings, which can be irritating to the skin, also serves as a mild defense mechanism, deterring predators who might attempt to catch it. Its large, compound eyes allow it to see a wide range of colors, including ultraviolet light, which helps it locate nectar-rich flowers and navigate its environment. Butterfree's ability to learn various psychic moves, despite its bug-type classification, is a testament to the multifaceted nature of Pokemon abilities. This psychic prowess is thought to be an evolutionary development, allowing it to better sense weather patterns and locate blossoming fields from high above. Its delicate antennae, even more refined than Caterpie's horn, are capable of detecting subtle changes in air currents and scents, guiding it to the sweetest nectars. The life cycle of Caterpie, Metapod, and Butterfree is a poignant illustration of growth, vulnerability, and ultimate beauty, a journey from a humble leaf eater to a vital pollinator, touching upon themes of ecological importance and the wonders of natural metamorphosis. Consider the enigmatic and often misunderstood Gengar, a ghost poison type Pokemon. Gengar is known for its mischievous nature and its ability to blend seamlessly into shadows. Its origins are steeped in mystery, with some theories suggesting that it is the shadow of a human being, while others believe it to be a spectral manifestation of intense negative emotions. Its signature grin, often seen looming from the darkness, is a hallmark of its playful yet unsettling demeanor. Gengar's ability to absorb the warmth from its surroundings, creating chills and goosebumps, is not merely a tactic to scare, but a natural physiological function of its spectral form. It thrives in cold, dark environments, often found haunting abandoned buildings, caves, or even bustling urban areas at night, where shadows are plentiful. The lore surrounding Gengar often depicts it as a prankster, enjoying frightening humans and other Pokemon, but rarely causing serious harm. However, stories also circulate of Gengar leading travelers astray in forests, mimicking voices, or even possessing objects to create a sense of unease. Its cunning intelligence allows it to anticipate the fears of its targets, tailoring its scares to maximize their impact. Despite its ghostly nature, Gengar is capable of tangible interactions, able to open doors, move objects, and even deliver physical attacks, blurring the lines between the ethereal and the material. This duality makes Gengar a fascinating subject of study for Pokemon researchers and a challenging yet rewarding partner for trainers who manage to earn its trust. The evolution from Gastly to Haunter and then to Gengar represents an increasing solidification of its ghostly form and a deepening of its mischievous personality. Gastly is a gaseous Pokemon, often described as a floating ball of purple gas with large, disembodied eyes. It is almost entirely intangible, capable of passing through walls and objects with ease. Its poisonous gas, while not always fatal, can induce dizziness and nausea, making it an effective deterrent. Haunter, the intermediate stage, gains a more defined, albeit still spectral, form. It possesses disembodied hands that are said to be capable of paralyzing its victims with a touch, a chilling ability that adds to its reputation as a fearsome yet still playful spirit. The transition to Gengar marks a peak in its physical manifestation and its mastery of its ghostly powers. Its larger, more solid form allows for more direct interaction with the physical world, making its pranks all the more impactful. The concept of Gengar as a shadow, a being that feeds off fear, offers a profound psychological insight into the Pokemon world, suggesting that emotions and beliefs can manifest into tangible entities. The bond between a trainer and a Gengar is often built on mutual respect for its unpredictable nature, and understanding that its antics are often born from a desire for interaction, however unusual that interaction may be. Another creature of elemental power is Arcanine, often hailed as the legendary Pokemon, despite not being officially categorized as such in the strictest sense. This majestic fire-type Pokemon is renowned for its speed, loyalty, and noble appearance. Its striped, tiger-like pattern and flowing mane give it an undeniable regal bearing. Arcanine is capable of running at incredibly high speeds, sometimes reaching speeds that rival even some of the fastest cars, a feat attributed not just to its powerful legs, but also to its innate connection with the element of fire, which seems to propel it forward. Ancient texts and carvings depict Arcanine as a symbol of power, courage, and unwavering devotion. In some regions, it was once considered a deity, revered for its ability to ward off evil spirits and protect sacred sites. Its booming bark is said to drive away malevolent forces and instill courage in those who hear it. The flames it emits are not merely for attack. They are also used for warmth, for signaling, and for creating a protective barrier around its allies. The bond between an Arcanine and its trainer is particularly strong, characterized by fierce loyalty and a deep emotional connection. Once an Arcanine accepts a trainer, it will protect them with its life, embodying the very spirit of fidelity. The evolution from Growlithe to Arcanine requires a Firestone, a unique evolutionary item that catalyzes its transformation. Growlithe itself is a loyal and playful Pokemon, known for its keen sense of smell and its protective instincts. Its fur, soft and warm, makes it a popular companion Pokemon. Growlithe's barks are often used to communicate with its pack members, conveying a range of emotions from excitement to warning. It is a territorial Pokemon, often marking its domain with its scent, and is quick to defend its territory and its chosen companions. The transformation into Arcanine amplifies all of Growlithe's positive traits. The playful pup becomes a majestic guardian, its loyalty deepening into an unbreakable bond. The speed and power become legendary, and its protective instincts expand to encompass a broader sense of justice and guardianship. The legendary Pokemon moniker, while not official, speaks to the profound respect and admiration Arcanine commands within the Pokemon world. Its presence inspires awe and confidence, a living embodiment of strength and unwavering spirit. The tales of Arcanine rescuing lost travelers in blizzards, guiding ships through stormy seas with its fiery presence, or standing firm against overwhelming odds, are numerous and deeply ingrained in the folklore of many regions. These stories underscore its role not just as a powerful creature, but as a beacon of hope and protection in times of peril. Its powerful roar, capable of echoing across vast landscapes, is said to be a sound of both warning and reassurance, a testament to its commanding presence and its benevolent nature. The distinctive stripes on Arcanine's body are not merely decorative, they are believed to be an indicator of its pure lineage and a symbol of its noble heritage, often compared to the markings of ancient, mythical beasts. These stripes are said to glow faintly when Arcanine is channeling its fire energy, creating a mesmerizing display of power. The very air around an Arcanine can feel warmer, a subtle emanation of its fiery essence, providing comfort and a sense of security to those near it. Its fur, though appearing dense and flowing, is surprisingly soft to the touch, providing both insulation and a majestic appearance that further enhances its legendary status. The fire that Arcanine produces is not a destructive, uncontrolled blaze. Rather, it is a focused, intelligent flame capable of being modulated for various purposes, from a gentle warmth to a searing inferno. This control speaks to its intelligence and its mastery over its elemental power. Often, trainers describe feeling a calming presence when near their Arcanine, a sense of quiet strength that settles anxieties and fosters a feeling of safety. The sheer power Arcanine wields is always balanced by its inherent nobility and its deep-seated desire to protect, truly embodying the spirit of a guardian. Moving on to another fascinating creature, let us consider the gentle giant, Snorlax. This immensely large Pokémon is perhaps best known for its insatiable appetite and its propensity for deep slumber. Snorlax can consume nearly its own weight in food every day, devouring anything edible without hesitation, often leading to it falling asleep immediately after its meal. Its digestive system is incredibly robust, capable of breaking down even the toughest and most unpalatable substances. While seemingly always asleep, Snorlax is not a simple-minded creature. Its large body is surprisingly resilient, able to withstand most attacks, and its sheer bulk can be used to block pathways and even rivers, causing significant disruptions to traffic and natural flows. When awake, Snorlax can be surprisingly agile for its size, delivering powerful body slams and using its immense strength in battle. Its deep sleep is a unique physiological state. During this time, its body is said to be undergoing a profound metabolic process, storing energy and strengthening its physical form. The origins of Snorlax are somewhat debated in the scientific community. Some theories suggest it is a relic from a time when food was abundant and metabolic efficiency was less critical. Its diet is incredibly varied, encompassing berries, roots, and even human-made food that it stumbles upon. Despite its immense size, Snorlax is generally docile and peaceful, only becoming agitated if disturbed during its sleep or if its food supply is threatened. Its facial expression, often one of placid contentment, further emphasizes its gentle nature. The sound of a Snorlax snoring is legendary, often described as a deep, rumbling vibration that can be heard from a considerable distance, a testament to its profound state of rest. Awakening a Snorlax is a challenge, often requiring a specific musical instrument known as the Poke Flute, whose melodic tones are said to stir it from its deepest slumber. This suggests a unique sensitivity to certain frequencies, even in its unconscious state. The evolution of Snorlax from a Munchlax is a fascinating study in metabolic development. Munchlax, the pre-evolved form, is an energetic and perpetually hungry Pokémon, constantly foraging for food. It will eat anything it finds, often storing food in its fur for later consumption. The act of evolving into Snorlax is believed to be triggered by a deep bond of friendship with its trainer, coupled with a significant level of experience gained through battles and shared adventures. This suggests that the transformation is not just a biological process, but also an emotional one, reflecting a state of contentment and well being. Munchlax's playful nature and its tendency to hide food for later are endearing traits that foreshadow Snorlax's later habits. The sheer volume of food a Munchlax consumes is astonishing for its size, showcasing its incredibly fast metabolism and its innate drive to grow. The lore surrounding Snorlax often portrays it as a symbol of indulgence and tranquility. It embodies the idea of finding comfort and peace, even in its seemingly endless slumber. Its presence can sometimes be seen as an obstacle, yet it is rarely malicious, simply following its natural instincts. Travelers who encounter a sleeping Snorlax often tell tales of its immense size and the surprising difficulty in rousing it. Some old wives' tales even suggest that if you can successfully wake a Snorlax, it will bestow good fortune upon you, possibly due to the sheer effort required. Its rough, coarse fur provides surprisingly good camouflage in natural environments, allowing it to blend in with rocky outcrops or large mounds of earth, further contributing to its ability to suddenly appear and block pathways. The sensation of resting on a sleeping Snorlax is often described as surprisingly comfortable and warm, a testament to its soft underbelly and its inherent warmth. Let us now turn our attention to the enigmatic and powerful Mewtwo. This legendary psychic-type Pokémon is a result of scientific experimentation created by humans in an attempt to clone the ancient and incredibly rare Pokémon, Mew. Mewtwo's creation was driven by a desire for the ultimate Pokémon, one with unparalleled power. However, the experiments resulted in a creature with immense psychic abilities, but also a profound sense of existential angst and a deep distrust of humanity. Its mind is an incredibly complex and powerful instrument, capable of telekinesis, telepathy, and even mind control. Mewtwo's sleek, humanoid form belies its incredible strength and speed. Its eyes often glow with an intense, piercing blue, reflecting its formidable psychic energy. The story of Mewtwo is a tragic one, a tale of creation gone awry. Born of scientific hubris, it was subjected to cruel experiments and forced to fight, leading to a deep-seated resentment and a desire for freedom. Its initial rampage and destruction were a manifestation of its pain and its struggle to understand its own existence. It questioned its purpose, its identity, and its place in the world. This internal conflict is a central theme in Mewtwo's narrative, making it a character of great emotional depth. Its powers are so vast that it can manipulate weather patterns, levitate entire structures, and communicate directly with the minds of others without uttering a single word. The very air around Mewtwo often crackles with unseen energy, a palpable representation of its immense psychic force. Mewtwo's connection to Mew is profound, yet fraught with complexity. While Mew is a playful, benevolent, and ancient Pokémon, Mewtwo is its darker, more aggressive counterpart, a reflection of the human ambition that sought to control nature. Despite its initial hostility, Mewtwo has shown glimpses of compassion and a desire for understanding, particularly when confronted with acts of genuine kindness. Its journey towards self-acceptance and a more peaceful existence is a continuous one, often influenced by its interactions with both humans and other Pokémon. The bioengineering that created Mewtwo also endowed it with an incredibly advanced intellect, allowing it to process information at an astonishing rate and to formulate complex strategies in battle. Its ability to shield its mind from others is a testament to its psychic prowess, making it nearly impossible to anticipate its moves. The development of Mewtwo's Mega Evolutions, Mega Mewtwo X, and Mega Mewtwo Y further highlights its adaptability and its immense potential. These forms amplify its already formidable powers, pushing it to new limits of strength and psychic manipulation. Mega Mewtwo X gains the fighting type, reflecting a more direct and physical approach to combat, while Mega Mewtwo Y enhances its special attack, focusing on overwhelming psychic assaults. These transformations are not merely physical, they are also a reflection of its evolving understanding of its own power and its place in the world. The aura surrounding a mega evolved Mewtwo is even more intense, radiating an undeniable sense of raw, untamed power that can be both terrifying and awe-inspiring. Mewtwo's existence raises profound ethical questions about the limits of scientific exploration and the responsibility that comes with creating life. Its story serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder that power without wisdom can lead to unforeseen consequences. Yet it also offers a glimmer of hope, demonstrating that even a creature born of darkness can find its own path to redemption and understanding. The sheer mystery surrounding its creation and its unparalleled power continues to captivate researchers and trainers alike. The very thought of encountering a Mewtwo inspires a blend of fear and respect, a testament to its legendary status and its complex nature. Its silent, judging gaze can penetrate the deepest thoughts, making it a formidable opponent and a profound presence. Consider now the adorable and ever-popular Pikachu, the iconic electric-type Pokémon and the face of the entire franchise. Pikachu's appeal lies not just in its charming appearance, but also in its loyal and courageous spirit. Its small, rodent-like body is capable of generating powerful electric shocks, which it stores in its distinctive red cheek pouches. These pouches can spark and crackle when Pikachu is excited or preparing to unleash an attack. Its lightning bolt-shaped tail acts as a grounding rod and can also be used for balance. Pikachu's high-pitched cry, often translated as Pika Pika, is instantly recognizable and has become synonymous with the Pokémon world. Pikachu's evolution from Pichu, a tiny, playful electric type, is a testament to the power of friendship. Pichu evolves into Pikachu when it levels up with a high friendship stat, indicating that a strong bond with its trainer is essential for its growth. Pichu, while cute, is prone to accidentally shocking itself and others due to its inability to control its electric charge effectively. This playful clumsiness is part of its charm. The act of evolving into Pikachu signifies a greater mastery over its electrical abilities and a more developed sense of self. The static electricity that Pichu generates is often described as a delightful tingle, a precursor to the more potent shocks of its evolved form. Pikachu's popularity transcends generations, making it a cultural icon. Its design, with its bright yellow fur, rosy cheeks, and expressive eyes, is both simple and memorable. Its personality often reflects a blend of playful curiosity, unwavering loyalty, and surprising bravery when faced with danger. It is known for its quick movements and its ability to dodge attacks with impressive agility. The various forms of Pikachu, including its different hats and costumes and special events, further solidify its status as a beloved and versatile character. Its signature move, Thunderbolt, is a powerful display of its electrical prowess, capable of stunning even the largest of opponents. The energy that Pikachu generates is not just for combat, it can also be used for practical purposes, such as jump-starting engines or powering small devices. This utility adds another layer to its charm and its usefulness as a companion Pokémon. Its ability to absorb electricity from lightning strikes or power outlets further highlights its unique physiology and its deep connection to its element. The purring sound a contented Pikachu makes is often described as a soft, electric hum, a comforting sound that reassures its trainer of its well-being. Its small size allows it to fit into many places, making it a surprisingly versatile companion for exploration and adventure. Pikachu's reputation as a powerful Pokémon, despite its size, is well earned. It has repeatedly demonstrated its ability to take on much larger and seemingly more formidable opponents, often emerging victorious through sheer determination and clever tactics. This underdog quality further endears it to its many fans. The affectionate way it interacts with its trainer, often nuzzling or perching on a shoulder, showcases the deep bond that can form between a human and a Pokémon. The subtle twitching of its ears, a telltale sign of its alertness, indicates its constant awareness of its surroundings. A small but significant detail that adds to its realistic portrayal. The way its tail wags when happy, a blur of yellow, is an image of pure joy and contentment. Let us now shift our focus to the enigmatic and ancient Pokemon, Aerodactyl. This rock and flying type is a creature from the prehistoric past, often described as a resurrected fossil. Its sharp, jagged wings and powerful jaws suggest it was a formidable predator in its time, soaring through ancient skies. The process of resurrecting Aerodactyl from an old amber fossil is a triumph of modern paleontology within the Pokemon world, bringing a glimpse of a bygone era back to life. Its screech is often described as piercing and raw, a sound that echoes across time. Aerodactyl's skeletal structure is incredibly robust, allowing it to withstand the immense pressures of flight and powerful impacts. Its pointed teeth are designed for tearing flesh, indicating its carnivorous diet from millions of years ago. Despite its ancient origins, a resurrected Aerodactyl can still learn modern moves and adapt to the contemporary Pokemon world, showcasing its inherent intelligence and resilience. Its speed in the air is legendary, making it a blur across the sky. The aerodynamic design of its wings is a marvel of natural engineering, allowing it to glide and dive with incredible precision. The fact that Aerodactyl can Mega Evolve into Mega Aerodactyl further enhances its prehistoric ferocity. In its Mega Evolved state, its body becomes even more jagged and spiky, resembling a living weapon. Its speed and attack power are significantly boosted, making it an even more terrifying presence in battle. The sheer primal power emanating from a Mega Aerodactyl is palpable, a raw force of nature unleashed. The process of mega evolution seems to tap into its ancient instincts, making it even more aggressive and formidable. The roar of a Mega Aerodactyl is said to be capable of shaking the very ground, a testament to its immense power. The study of Aerodactyl fossils has provided invaluable insights into the ancient ecosystems of the Pokemon world, revealing details about extinct plant and animal life. Its presence in the modern world is a living link to a distant past, a reminder of the continuous flow of life and evolution. The rocky texture of its skin provides both protection and camouflage in mountainous environments, allowing it to perch on cliff sides, observing its territory. Its eyes, often described as keen and piercing, are perfectly adapted for spotting prey from great heights, a predatory gaze that instills a sense of respect and caution. The strong currents and winds it generates with its powerful wing beats can be felt from a considerable distance, a clear indication of its aerial dominance. The lore surrounding Aerodactyl often speaks of its untamed nature. Even after resurrection, it retains a wild, untamed spirit, reflecting its existence in a harsher, more primal world. Taming an Aerodactyl requires immense patience and respect for its ancient lineage. Its movements, even when at rest, often convey a sense of coiled power, a readiness to spring into action at a moment's notice. The sound of its wings beating, a rhythmic thrum, can be surprisingly soothing when heard from a distance, a natural symphony of the skies. Its ability to navigate complex aerial currents with seemingly effortless grace is a testament to its innate understanding of the atmosphere. The shadows it casts when flying overhead are often vast and imposing, a fleeting glimpse of a creature from a forgotten epoch. The concept of evolution in the Pokemon world is a fascinating one, extending beyond just the process trainers guide their Pokemon through. It speaks to a deeper, more fundamental mechanism of change and adaptation, much like the slow, steady grind of geological forces shaping landscapes over eons. Take, for instance, the subtle yet profound differences between Pokemon of the same species found in various regions. These regional variants, like the Alolan Vulpix or the Galarian Meowth, are not merely aesthetic alterations. They represent a beautiful illustration of how environmental pressures can nudge a species down a different evolutionary path. The cold, snowy mountains of Alola transformed Vulpix from a fire type, adapted to warmer climates, into an ice type, perfectly suited for its new frigid home. This shift involves not just a change in type, but also a complete alteration of its biological composition and elemental affinity, a testament to the incredible malleability of life within the Pokemon universe. Similarly, the Galarian Meowth, with its hardened, steel-like fur, offers another compelling example. Unlike its Kanto counterpart, which evolved to be nimble and cunning in urban environments, the Galarian Meowth adapted to a harsher, more industrial landscape, developing a protective outer layer. This adaptation speaks volumes about the slow, incremental changes that accumulate over countless generations, eventually leading to distinct forms that are genetically related yet ecologically specialized. Those regional differences aren't just for show. They offer a deeper understanding of the interplay between a species and its habitat, showcasing how Pokemon are not static entities, but rather dynamic organisms constantly evolving and re-evolving to thrive in their surroundings. The very existence of these variants provides a living, breathing natural history lesson, demonstrating the power of natural selection and environmental adaptation in shaping the diverse tapestry of life. Consider also the phenomenon of convergent evolution, where unrelated species develop similar traits due to similar environmental pressures. While not explicitly called out in the same way as regional variants, one can observe subtle hints of this throughout the Pokemon world. For example, the way various flying Pokemon, despite vastly different ancestries, have all developed wings and aerodynamic bodies, or how different aquatic Pokemon have adapted fins and streamlined forms for efficient movement through water. These parallels, though sometimes subtle, underscore a universal principle of life. Form follows function, and nature often finds elegant solutions to similar problems across disparate lineages. The concept of Pokemon types itself is another layer of this intricate evolutionary tapestry. The 18 distinct types, from the fiery passion of fire types to the serene wisdom of psychic types, represent fundamental elemental and conceptual categories that govern the interactions and ecological niches of these creatures. A grass type Pokemon, for instance, is inherently connected to plant life, photosynthesis, and the Earth's nurturing energies. Its vulnerabilities to fire and ice, and its resistances to water and electric, are not arbitrary rules, but reflections of these deep seated natural connections. This system provides an elegant framework for understanding the complex web of relationships that bind all Pokemon together, a natural order that is both logical and deeply intuitive. The interconnectedness of Pokemon with their environment is further exemplified by the concept of ecosystems. From the lush, vibrant forests teeming with bug and grass types to the arid deserts where ground and rock types thrive, each habitat supports a unique array of Pokemon species, all playing their part in a delicate ecological balance. The presence of a dominant predator, like a Tyranitar in a rocky wasteland, shapes the behavior and evolution of its prey, just as the abundance of a particular plant species influences the diet and distribution of herbivorous Pokemon. This intricate dance of life and interaction creates a dynamic and ever-changing world where every Pokemon, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, plays a vital role. Even the process of battling, often seen as a competitive sport, can be viewed through an evolutionary lens. The constant striving for strength, the development of new strategies, and the adaptation to different opponents all mirror the pressures that drive natural selection in the wild. A Pokemon that learns to use its abilities more effectively, or a trainer who masters the art of elemental matchups, is, in a way, participating in a simulated evolutionary process, pushing their Pokemon to reach their full potential. This continuous challenge ensures that Pokemon remain resilient and capable, always ready to adapt to new threats and opportunities. The lore surrounding legendary and mythical Pokemon adds another dimension to this understanding of the Pokemon world's history and evolution. These ancient beings, often associated with the creation of the world or fundamental forces of nature, represent primordial forms of existence, predating much of the current biodiversity. Arceus, the alpha Pokemon, is said to have created the entire Pokemon universe, a concept that places it at the very apex of this evolutionary narrative. Its existence suggests a singular origin point from which all life, in its myriad forms, eventually sprang forth. The stories of these legendary Pokemon are not just myths, they are foundational narratives that explain the very fabric of existence, offering glimpses into the deep time and cosmic forces that have shaped the Pokemon world for eons. The concept of time itself in the Pokemon world is vast and spans millennia. Evidence of ancient civilizations, like those hinted at in ruins or through archaeological discoveries, suggests a long and storied history where humans and Pokemon have coexisted and evolved together for countless generations. The unknown, with their connection to ancient writing and the subconscious, are a mysterious link to these forgotten eras, their forms mirroring the letters of an ancient alphabet. Their very existence suggests a deep seated connection between language, consciousness, and the very fabric of reality, a profound mystery woven into the tapestry of the Pokemon world. The slow, gradual accumulation of knowledge about Pokemon through scientific research, historical accounts, and folklore mirrors the painstaking process of scientific discovery in our own world. Each new Pokedex entry, each new discovery about a Pokemon's behavior or evolutionary line, adds another piece to the grand puzzle, slowly revealing the intricate wonders of this vibrant world. The act of completing the Pokedex is not just a game objective, it is a symbolic journey of understanding and appreciation for the boundless diversity of life. Even the smallest details contribute to this grand narrative. The way a sunkern slowly absorbs sunlight to evolve into a powerful sunflora, or how a Magikarp, seemingly weak and insignificant, harbors the potential to become the fearsome Gyarados, are all metaphors for patience, perseverance, and the hidden potential within all living things. These transformations are not sudden magical occurrences, but rather the culmination of countless subtle changes, a testament to the power of growth and development over time. The act of walking through a Pokemon region, observing the wild Pokemon in their natural habitats, is akin to taking a leisurely stroll through a living museum, each creature a masterpiece of natural design and adaptation. The gentle rustling of leaves as a Pokemon moves through the undergrowth, the distant cry of a bird Pokemon soaring high above, or the soft murmur of water as an aquatic Pokemon swims by. These are all sensory details that paint a picture of a world brimming with life and subtle wonders. The sounds of the Pokemon world are also an integral part of its calming atmosphere. The unique cries of each Pokemon, from the melodic chirps of Pidgey to the deep roars of a sleeping Snorlax, create a natural symphony that is both diverse and harmonious. These sounds, when heard in their natural context, are not jarring or disruptive, but rather blend into the ambient sounds of nature, creating a soothing soundscape that encourages relaxation and contemplation. Imagine the soft cooing of a sleepy Jigglypuff, or the gentle hum of a Magnemite, slowly drifting through the air. These are sounds that invite tranquility and a sense of peace. The very color palette of the Pokemon world, with its vibrant greens of forests, the calming blues of oceans, and the warm browns of mountains, contributes to this serene environment. The rich and varied hues are not just aesthetically pleasing, but also reflect the diversity of ecosystems and the life forms that inhabit them. The soft glow of moonlight reflecting off a lake where a melodic gracefully swims, or the warm golden light of a sunset casting long shadows across a field where a herd of Mareep graze peacefully, are images that evoke a sense of calm and natural beauty. The relationship between trainers and their Pokemon is another aspect that speaks to the deeper, more profound connections within this world. Beyond the battles and competitions, there is a bond of friendship, trust, and mutual respect that forms between a trainer and their Pokemon. This bond is not built overnight, but rather nurtured through shared experiences, acts of kindness, and unwavering support. The quiet moments of companionship, like a trainer sharing a meal with their Pokemon or simply resting together under a starry sky, are often the most meaningful, forging an unbreakable link that transcends species. This deep connection is a testament to the empathy and understanding that can exist between different forms of life. It highlights the idea that even though Pokemon may not communicate in human language, they possess rich emotional lives and are capable of forming profound attachments. The gentle purr of a tired Eevee snuggling into its trainer's lap, or the contented sigh of a Bulbasaur basking in the sun next to its human companion, are small but powerful expressions of this unique bond. The notion of a Pokemon Master is not merely about being the strongest trainer or catching all Pokemon. It is also about achieving a profound understanding of the Pokemon world, its creatures, and its intricate natural laws. It's about respecting the delicate balance of ecosystems, fostering strong bonds with Pokemon, and continually striving to learn and grow. This journey of mastery is a lifelong endeavor, a continuous process of discovery and self improvement, much like the slow, steady progress of personal growth and wisdom. The very air of the Pokemon world seems to carry a sense of wonder and possibility, a gentle invitation to explore and discover. Each new path, each hidden cave, each shimmering lake holds the promise of a new encounter, a new revelation, a new piece of the grand puzzle to uncover. This sense of endless exploration, without the pressure of urgency, fosters a calm and inquisitive mindset, encouraging a slow and deliberate pace of travel and discovery. Even the concept of rest and sleep within the Pokemon world is imbued with a tranquil quality. Pokemon often sleep in their natural habitats, curled up in nests, nestled amongst rocks, or floating peacefully on water. Their sleep is a restorative process, allowing them to rejuvenate their energies and prepare for another day of interactions and adventures. The image of a forest full of sleeping Pokemon bathed in moonlight is one of ultimate serenity and peace, a world at rest. The subtle movements of sleeping Pokemon, a gentle twitch of an ear, a soft sigh, or the slow rise and fall of their bodies are all indicators of their peaceful slumber. These quiet observations can be incredibly calming, a reminder of the simple beauty and restorative power of rest. The world slows down, the hustle and bustle fades away, and all that remains is the gentle rhythm of life, quietly continuing even in repose. The cycle of day and night in the Pokemon world also contributes to its calming rhythm. The vibrant energy of the day, with Pokemon actively foraging and playing, gradually transitions into the hushed tranquility of the night, when nocturnal Pokemon emerge and the world takes on a different, more mysterious aura. This natural ebb and flow, this constant change, is a fundamental aspect of the world's beauty and its ability to inspire a sense of peace and continuity. The gentle transition from a vibrant sunset to a starry night sky, where the distant glow of the moon bathes the landscape in a soft, ethereal light, is a truly mesmerizing and calming experience, a perfect close to any day. The stars themselves in the Pokemon world often hold their own secrets and celestial lore, with some constellations even being named after legendary Pokemon, guiding travelers and inspiring dreamers. Imagine gazing up at a clear night sky, identifying the faint outlines of a Rayquaza or a Reshiram in the cosmic tapestry, a quiet testament to their enduring presence and influence. This connection between the earthly realm and the vastness of space adds another layer of wonder and a profound sense of interconnectedness to the Pokemon universe. It suggests that even beyond the clouds, beyond the atmosphere, there are stories etched in light, waiting to be read by those who look closely enough. The concept of evolution in Pokemon, while often depicted as a sudden burst of energy and transformation, can also be viewed as a slow, gradual process of development and adaptation over countless generations. While a Pokemon might evolve instantly in battle, the underlying biological mechanisms that allow for such profound changes have been honed over millennia, a testament to the patient and persistent forces of nature. This slow, evolutionary dance of life, where species gradually adjust to their environments, is a calming thought, reminding us of the enduring power of natural selection and the incredible diversity it creates. Each species, each form, is a chapter in an unimaginably long story of survival and change. Consider the meticulous care involved in Pokemon breeding, a far cry from the instantaneous evolution seen in battle. Here, trainers carefully select parents, considering their traits and abilities, hoping to nurture the perfect offspring. This process is one of patience and foresight, requiring dedication and an understanding of genetics, so albeit a simplified version. The anticipation of a newly hatched Pokemon emerging from its egg is a moment of quiet wonder, a tiny life beginning its journey. The gentle handling of Pokemon eggs, keeping them warm and safe, is a tender act, symbolizing the nurturing aspect of the trainer Pokemon bond. This gentle incubation period, often requiring long walks and careful attention, fosters a deep sense of responsibility and connection even before the Pokemon has hatched, preparing both trainer and Pokemon for a shared future. The various types of Pokemon, from the fiery might of a Charizard to the serene beauty of a Melodic, each represent a distinct facet of the natural world, a specialization in a particular element or environment. Those elemental affinities are not just arbitrary classifications, but reflect deep-seated ecological roles and adaptations. A water-type Pokemon, for instance, might possess innate abilities to navigate currents, purify water, or even communicate with aquatic life, showcasing a profound connection to its watery domain. This intricate web of elemental interactions, where each type has its strengths and weaknesses, creates a balanced and interconnected ecosystem where no single type dominates absolutely. It's a gentle reminder that every part of the natural world, no matter how small, plays a crucial role in maintaining harmony. Even the concept of Pokemon battles, often seen as intense and competitive, can be viewed through a lens of controlled energy and respectful engagement. Trainers are encouraged to understand their Pokemon's limits, to strategize thoughtfully, and to prioritize the well-being of their companions above all else. The fainting of a Pokemon in battle is not an end but a temporary setback, a signal to rest and recover, emphasizing the importance of health and recuperation. The gentle act of returning a fainted Pokemon to its Pokeball, where it can rest and regain its strength, is a comforting ritual, a promise of continued care and rejuvenation. It reinforces the idea that even in moments of challenge, the underlying bond and respect remain paramount. The various towns and cities within the Pokemon world, each with its unique architecture and cultural nuances, offer a glimpse into diverse ways of life, all existing in harmony with Pokemon. From the rustic charm of Pallet Town, surrounded by verdant fields, to the bustling metropolis of Saffron City with its towering skyscrapers, each location possesses its own rhythm and character. Even within these urban centers, Parks and green spaces are meticulously maintained, providing havens for both humans and Pokemon, demonstrating a conscious effort to integrate nature into daily life. This careful planning, this consideration for the natural world, even in developed areas, creates a sense of peaceful coexistence and thoughtful design. The gentle hum of city life blends with the soft chirps and rustles of nearby Pokemon, creating a comforting ambient soundscape. The lore surrounding legendary Pokemon often speaks of their profound influence on the world, not through direct intervention, but through their very presence, their power subtly shaping landscapes and natural phenomena. A Groudon might be said to have shaped continents, not through violent upheaval, but through a slow geological pulse, its essence radiating deep within the earth. A Kyogre, in turn, might be responsible for the vast oceans, its movements subtly influencing tides and currents over eons. These mythical tales imbue the world with a sense of ancient power and timelessness, a quiet majesty that predates human memory. It's a reminder of forces far greater than ourselves, operating on a timescale almost incomprehensible, yet always present, always influencing. The concept of friendship and trust with Pokemon is a cornerstone of the entire universe, a bond built on shared experiences, mutual respect, and unwavering loyalty. This deep connection, often forged through countless journeys and challenges, transcends simple ownership, becoming a true partnership. The emotional support a Pokemon can provide, its silent companionship, its unwavering trust, can be profoundly calming and reassuring. Imagine a quiet evening by a campfire, your Pokemon resting peacefully beside you, its gentle breathing a comforting presence. This unspoken understanding, this deep emotional resonance, is a testament to the power of interspecies connection. The various items found throughout the Pokemon world, from healing potions to rare berries, are often derived from natural sources, emphasizing the world's self-sufficiency and its abundant resources. Berries, for instance, grow in specific climates, each with unique properties, reflecting the diverse flora of the world. The careful cultivation of these berries, the understanding of their growth cycles and beneficial effects, speaks to a deep knowledge of botany and a harmonious relationship with the land. Even man-made items, like Pokeballs, are often crafted with a blend of technology and natural materials, suggesting a respectful integration rather than a stark separation. The silence that often accompanies exploration in remote areas of the Pokemon world is a testament to its vastness and untamed beauty. Imagine traversing a dense forest, the only sounds being the rustle of leaves, the distant call of a bird Pokemon, or the soft padding of your own footsteps. This quiet immersion in nature allows for introspection and a deeper appreciation of the subtle wonders surrounding you. It's a break from the constant noise and stimulation of daily life, an opportunity for the mind to drift and wander peacefully. The gentle sounds of nature become a lullaby, a soothing backdrop to quiet contemplation. The act of fishing in the Pokemon world is a particularly calming activity, a patient pursuit that often yields unexpected rewards. Standing by a tranquil lake or a slow-moving river, casting a line and waiting for a bite requires focus and stillness. The rhythmic motion of the line, the gentle lapping of water, and the anticipation of what might be lurking beneath the surface create a meditative experience. It's not just about catching Pokemon, Okay, it's about connecting with the aquatic environment, observing the life that thrives within it, and embracing the quiet moments of waiting. Each gentle tug on the line, each ripple in the water, is a small event in a larger, peaceful tableau. The various weather patterns in the Pokemon world, from gentle rain to soft snowfall, each carry their own soothing qualities and influence the behavior of Pokemon. A light drizzle might coax out certain grass type Pokemon, their leaves glistening with moisture, while a quiet snowfall transforms the landscape into a hushed, pristine wonderland, perfect for ice type Pokemon. These atmospheric changes create a dynamic and ever shifting environment, yet each transition is often depicted with a gentle beauty, a subtle shift in the world's mood. The soft patter of rain on leaves, the delicate descent of snowflakes, these are nature's lullabies, inviting a sense of peaceful contemplation. The concept of hidden abilities in Pokemon adds a layer of subtle depth and potential, suggesting that even seemingly ordinary Pokemon may possess dormant talents waiting to be discovered. These abilities are not overtly displayed, but lie beneath the surface, a quiet strength that only manifests under specific circumstances or through dedicated training. It's a metaphor for the hidden potential within all living things, a reminder that much of what makes us special is not always immediately apparent. This gentle unveiling of hidden strengths, this slow realization of a Pokemon's full capabilities, is a satisfying and reassuring process. The intricate designs of Pokemon habitats, carefully researched and implemented in various games and animated series, showcase a deep understanding of ecological principles. From the volcanic caves where fire type Pokemon thrive to the lush meadows favored by grass types, each environment is tailored to support its resident creatures. This thoughtful design, this creation of interconnected ecosystems, reinforces the idea of a world that is not only beautiful but also meticulously balanced and functional. The seamless transition between different biomes, each supporting its unique array of Pokemon, creates a sense of natural flow and continuity. The quiet dedication of Pokemon professors, tirelessly researching, documenting, and understanding the myriad species, reflects a profound respect for knowledge and the pursuit of truth. Their work often involves long hours of observation, meticulous note taking, and patient analysis, contributing to a collective understanding of the world's natural wonders. This scholarly pursuit, this gentle quest for deeper insight, is a calming influence, reminding us of the value of intellectual curiosity and the satisfaction of uncovering new information. Their quiet contributions build the foundation of our understanding of the Pokemon world, piece by intricate piece. Even the simple act of walking through tall grass in the Pokemon world can be a tranquil experience. The gentle swishing sound, the anticipation of a new encounter, all contributing to a sense of being immersed in nature. It's a sensory experience, the feel of the soft blades against your legs, the earthy scent of the soil, the gentle breeze carrying the scent of wildflowers. This unhurried journey through natural landscapes is a far cry from the hurried pace of modern life, encouraging a slower, more mindful way of moving through the world. The rustle of the grass becomes a rhythmic, soothing sound, a natural accompaniment to quiet thought. The various forms of Pokemon communication, from the simple cries of a Pidgey to the complex telepathic messages of a Gardevoir, highlight the diversity of expression within the world. While humans primarily rely on spoken language, Pokemon communicate through a rich tapestry of vocalizations, body language, and even psychic connections. This broader understanding of communication, this appreciation for nonverbal cues, fosters a deeper empathy and a more nuanced connection with all living beings. The subtle shifts in a Pokemon's posture, the gentle flick of an ear, can convey volumes, creating a quiet dialogue beyond words. The concept of regional variance, where Pokemon adapt to different environments over time, again emphasizes the slow, persistent power of evolution and adaptation. A familiar Pokemon might appear entirely different in a new region, its form and abilities subtly altered by climate, diet, and local ecological pressures. This natural diversification, this quiet testament to the world's ability to foster unique life in every corner, is a fascinating and calming aspect of the lore. It reminds us that even within established species, there's always room for change and new beginnings, a gentle ebb and flow of life's endless variations. The quiet beauty of a Pokemon Center, a place of healing and respite for both trainers and their companions, offers a sense of safety and rejuvenation. The gentle hum of the machines, the soft glow of the lights, and the reassuring presence of Nurse Joy all contribute to an atmosphere of calm and care. It's a haven where worries can be set aside and the focus shifts to recovery and well being. The knowledge that a Pokemon Center is always nearby, a place of gentle aid and recovery, provides a deep sense of security and peace of mind on any journey. The soft, ambient sounds of healing are a lullaby for tired travelers and their companions. The concept of shiny Pokemon, rare variations with different color schemes, adds a touch of subtle wonder and a quiet thrill of discovery to the world. These elusive creatures are not more powerful, simply aesthetically unique, a testament to the unpredictable beauty of nature. Encountering a shiny Pokemon is a moment of quiet awe, a reminder that even within the familiar, there are unexpected delights waiting to be found. It's a gentle whisper of the extraordinary hidden within the ordinary, a small, delightful surprise that brightens any journey. The soft shimmer of a shiny Pokemon is like a fleeting, beautiful dream. The vastness of the ocean in the Pokemon world, teeming with unseen life and unexplored depths, evokes a sense of both mystery and profound tranquility. The rhythmic sound of waves crashing on a distant shore, the endless expanse of blue, and the knowledge of countless aquatic Pokemon swimming beneath the surface create a calming sense of scale and natural power. It's a reminder of the immense, untamed beauty of the planet, a world largely unburdened by human influence, where life thrives in its own silent, ancient ways. The gentle rocking of a boat on calm waters, the distant calls of Wingull, all contribute to a deeply peaceful experience. The serene act of planting and growing berries in the Pokemon world, nurturing them from seeds to fruition, is a microcosm of patience and the rewards of sustained effort. Watching the small sprouts emerge, watering them daily, and anticipating the harvest creates a quiet sense of accomplishment and connection to the earth. This gentle gardening, this slow cultivation, is a grounding activity, reminding us of the simple pleasures of growth and natural abundance. The quiet rustle of healthy berry plants swaying gently in the breeze is a soothing sound, a testament to life's persistent energy. The various types of Pokeballs, each designed with subtle differences in their effectiveness and crafting, reflect a thoughtful approach to Pokemon capture and care. From the basic Pokeball to the specialized netball for aquatic Pokemon, each design serves a specific purpose, demonstrating an understanding of different Pokemon behaviors and environments. This careful consideration, this gentle tailoring of tools to task, speaks to a respectful interaction with the Pokemon population rather than a brute force approach. The soft click of a Pokeball securing a new companion is a reassuring sound, a promise of safekeeping. The wisdom, often imparted by elder characters in the Pokemon world through quiet tales and gentle advice, adds a layer of timeless knowledge and tradition. These stories, passed down through generations, connect the present to the past, offering insights into the world's history and the enduring relationships between humans and Pokemon. Listening to these narratives, often delivered in a calm, measured voice, is a comforting experience, providing a sense of continuity and a deeper understanding of the world's rich tapestry. The quiet wisdom of age, gently shared, settles like a soft blanket of understanding. The vast and intricate network of underground caves and tunnels in the Pokemon world, often dimly lit and echoing with soft sounds, offers a unique kind of calming exploration. The steady drip of water, the distant scuttling of unseen Pokemon, and the cool, earthy air create a sensory experience that is both mysterious and peaceful. It's a journey into the hidden depths of the world, where time seems to slow down and the focus shifts to careful navigation and quiet observation. The soft glow of a flashlight beam illuminating ancient rock formations is a visually calming experience, revealing the quiet beauty of the subterranean world. The gentle lull of the Pokemon theme songs and background music, often composed with soothing melodies and comforting harmonies, plays a significant role in creating a peaceful atmosphere. These musical soundscapes are designed to evoke specific emotions, from the tranquility of a forest to the quiet energy of a city, always maintaining a sense of wonder and accessibility. The subtle shifting of themes as one travels between locations creates a seamless and immersive sonic experience, guiding the listener through the world with gentle auditory cues. These melodies become a comforting presence, a quiet soundtrack to discovery and rest. The concept of different regions in the Pokemon world, each with its unique geography, culture, and array of Pokemon, fosters a sense of endless discovery and gentle exploration. From the tropical islands of Alola to the snowy landscapes of Sinnoh, each region offers a fresh perspective and new experiences, all while maintaining the core values of the Pokemon universe. This variety, this boundless potential for new adventures, is profoundly calming, as it suggests a world that is always revealing new facets of its beauty and complexity. The gentle passage from one distinct landscape to another is a continuous journey of quiet, unfolding wonder. The quiet companionship of a Pokemon, whether it's the gentle purr of a Meowth curled at your feet, or the soft rustle of a Bulbasaur nestled in a sunlit patch of grass, offers a profound sense of peace and belonging. These bonds, forged through shared journeys and quiet moments, transcend language, communicating through subtle gestures, soft gazes, and an unspoken understanding. The presence of a Pokemon, a loyal and steadfast friend, can melt away anxieties and bring a feeling of warmth and security. Their simple, unconditional affection is a balm for the spirit, a gentle reminder of the pure joy found in connection. Watching a Pokemon sleep, their breathing soft and even, is a deeply calming sight, a testament to the trust and comfort they feel in your presence. The intricate patterns and gentle movements of Pokemon in their natural habitats, observed from a distance, provide a meditative experience. The slow, deliberate flight of a butterfree among wildflowers, the quiet grazing of a mareep in a meadow, or the rhythmic swaying of a bellsprout in the breeze. These natural behaviors are a testament to the delicate balance of the ecosystem. There's a quiet satisfaction in witnessing life unfold untouched, a gentle reminder of the world's inherent beauty and resilience. These moments of quiet observation can transport one to a state of tranquil contemplation, allowing worries to drift away as the focus shifts to the simple elegance of the natural world. The soft chirping of a Pidgey or the distant hoot of a Hoothoot adds to this natural symphony, a gentle lullaby of the wild. The serene act of fishing in the Pokemon world, casting a line into still waters and patiently waiting for a bite, is a timeless practice that encourages quiet contemplation. The gentle ripple of the water, the soft splash of the lure, and the anticipation of what might nibble below the surface all contribute to a deeply relaxing experience. It's not just about catching a Pokemon, it's about the peaceful connection to the environment, the rhythm of nature. The quiet solitude of a lakeside or riverbank, often accompanied by the subtle sounds of the surrounding wildlife, creates an ideal setting for introspection and calm. The gentle tug on the line when it finally comes is a soft thrill, a quiet moment of connection with the unseen depths. The extensive network of libraries and historical archives found in various Pokemon cities and towns offers a tranquil haven for those seeking knowledge and quiet reflection. These spaces, often hushed and filled with the scent of old paper, invite a slow, deliberate exploration of the world's history, its legends, and its scientific discoveries. The quiet rustle of turning pages, the soft glow of reading lamps, and the presence of ancient texts create an atmosphere of profound calm and intellectual curiosity. It's a place where time seems to stand still, allowing one to delve into forgotten tales and uncover gentle truths about the Pokemon world. The wisdom contained within these archives, patiently waiting to be discovered, is a soothing reminder of the enduring power of knowledge. The gentle hum of the technology within Pokemon centers, combined with the soft glow of healing machines, provides a reassuring sense of safety and care. Those essential hubs in every town offer a quiet reprieve, a place where tired Pokemon and their trainers can rest and recuperate. The gentle chimes indicating a full recovery, the soft voices of the nurse joys, and the overall atmosphere of calm efficiency create a sanctuary from the rigors of travel. It's a place of gentle healing and renewed hope, where the focus is entirely on well-being. The knowledge that a safe and caring space is always accessible is a comforting thought, a gentle anchor in the adventurous journey. The gentle art of Pokemon contests, with their emphasis on beauty, grace, and coordinated movements rather than brute strength, offers a different kind of calming spectacle. The soft lighting of the stage, the elegant costumes, and the graceful performances of Pokemon showcasing their natural charm create a visually soothing experience. It's a celebration of aesthetics and inherent talent, a departure from the often intense battles, allowing for a more appreciative and relaxed viewership. The gentle applause of the audience, the soft music accompanying each act, and the focus on harmony and presentation all contribute to an atmosphere of pleasant distraction. It's a quiet ballet of Pokemon, a gentle expression of their unique personalities and charms. The intricate and often whimsical designs of Pokemon homes and habitats, from the cozy burrows of Diglett to the tree branch nests of Fletchling, reveal a world teeming with gentle ingenuity and adaptation. Observing these natural or constructed dwellings, often blending seamlessly with their environment, offers a calming glimpse into the varied lifestyles of Pokemon. There's a quiet wonder in seeing how different species find comfort and security in their surroundings, adapting to diverse climates and terrains. These subtle architectural marvels, whether sculpted from earth, woven from leaves, or carved into rock, speak to the inherent resourcefulness of the Pokemon world. The gentle observation of a Pokemon returning to its home at dusk, settling in for the night, is a universally comforting scene. The peaceful rotation of day and night in the Pokemon world, marked by the gradual softening of light and the emergence of stars, provides a natural cycle of rest and renewal. The gentle transition from a vibrant daytime landscape to a hushed, moonlit expanse is a calming reminder of the world's steady rhythm. The soft glow of the moon, the twinkle of distant stars, and the subtle sounds of nocturnal Pokemon create an atmosphere conducive to quiet reflection and sleep. It's a time when the world slows down, allowing for a gentle winding down of thoughts and activities. The quiet beauty of a starry night over a Pokemon village or a tranquil forest is a sight that inspires a deep sense of peace and wonder. The gentle art of Pokemon breeding, a careful and patient process guided by understanding and respect, embodies a different kind of quiet creation. The nurturing of Pokemon eggs, watching over them with gentle anticipation, and then witnessing the soft emergence of a new life, is a profoundly moving and calming experience. It's a testament to the cycles of life, the delicate balance of genetics, and the careful transmission of traits across generations. The soft glow of an incubating egg, the quiet hope it represents, and the eventual gentle chirp of a newly hatched Pokemon all contribute to a sense of deep satisfaction and natural harmony. This gentle process of growth and new beginnings is a soothing reminder of life's continuous flow. The gentle act of trading Pokemon with other trainers, a quiet exchange that fosters connection and expands one's collection, is a fundamental aspect of the Pokemon world that promotes community and shared experiences. The soft click of the trading screen, the gentle animation of Pokemon moving between trainers, and the quiet satisfaction of completing a collection or acquiring a sought-after species all contribute to a calm and rewarding interaction. It's not a competitive act, but rather a collaborative one built on mutual benefit and shared enthusiasm. The quiet anticipation of receiving a new Pokemon and the gentle joy of offering one in return creates a feeling of camaraderie and peaceful exchange. The soft, rhythmic sound of rain falling in the Pokemon world, whether a gentle drizzle or a steady downpour, is universally recognized as a calming natural phenomenon. The quiet drumming on rooftops, the gentle patter on leaves, and the fresh scent of wet earth create an immersive sensory experience that encourages relaxation. It's a time when the world feels hushed and introspective, perfect for curling up with a warm drink or simply listening to the gentle symphony of the weather. The quiet comfort of being indoors while the rain falls outside, Observing the gentle streams running down windows is a deeply peaceful moment. The soft glow of indoor lights during a rainy day adds to this cozy atmosphere, creating a gentle cocoon of tranquility. The vast and tranquil oceans and seas of the Pokemon world, with their gentle lapping waves and the shimmering surface reflecting the sky, offer an immense sense of calm and boundless possibility. The quiet journey across these waters, whether by boat or with a water type Pokemon, invites contemplation and a feeling of freedom. The soft sounds of the waves, the distant cries of Wingull, and the endless horizon create a meditative experience. It's a reminder of the sheer scale of the world and the gentle power of nature. The quiet discovery of a secluded island or a hidden cove, accessible only by sea, provides a feeling of peaceful exploration and profound solitude. The soft, undulating movements of the water itself can be hypnotic, lulling one into a state of relaxed awareness. The enduring mystery surrounding certain legendary Pokemon, often shrouded in ancient lore and whispered tales, offers a gentle sense of wonder and awe. Those enigmatic beings, rarely seen and often associated with cosmic forces or profound natural phenomena, inspire a quiet reverence. The contemplation of their vast power and their gentle yet firm role in maintaining the balance of the world can be a deeply calming intellectual exercise. It's a reminder that there are forces far greater than ourselves, operating on timescales beyond our comprehension, contributing to the gentle cosmic order. The soft, ethereal glow sometimes associated with their presence, or the quiet legends that speak of their gentle interventions, adds to their allure. The gentle act of preparing Pokemon food and poffins, a culinary art that focuses on nurturing and strengthening Pokemon, is a quiet and satisfying endeavor. The soft clinking of bowls, the gentle stirring of ingredients, and the careful blending of flavors create a domestic and comforting scene. It's an act of care and devotion, providing sustenance and joy to one's Pokemon companions. The quiet satisfaction of seeing a Pokemon happily consume a meal lovingly prepared, their gentle purrs or contented chirps filling the air, is a simple yet profound pleasure. The soft aromas that waft from the cooking pot, promising a delicious treat, contribute to this gentle sensory experience. The subtle yet distinct changes in Pokemon cries and vocalizations, from the gentle chirps of a small Pokemon to the deeper, resonant calls of a larger one, create a rich auditory tapestry that is both diverse and calming. These sounds, often conveying emotion and communication, are a quiet language understood through intuition and familiarity. Learning to discern the subtle nuances of these cries, recognizing a call of contentment versus a gentle plea, deepens the bond with one's Pokemon. The soft, varied symphony of Pokemon voices in a forest or meadow is a gentle reminder of the vibrant life teeming around us, a continuous, quiet conversation of the wild. The gentle glow of evolution, a transformative moment where a Pokemon changes form and often gains new abilities, is a deeply symbolic and calming process. The soft, ethereal light that envelops a Pokemon, the gentle morphing of its shape, and the ultimate emergence of a new, often more powerful and beautiful form, is a testament to growth and change. It's a quiet marvel, a visual representation of progress and potential realized. The soft chimes that accompany this significant event, and the gentle pride felt by a trainer witnessing their companion's evolution, create a moment of profound peace and satisfaction. It's a gentle reminder of life's continuous journey of development and transformation. The quiet contemplation of the different types of Pokemon, each with its unique strengths, weaknesses, and elemental affinities, offers a gentle framework for understanding the world's interconnectedness. The soft logic of the type chart, the gentle balance of fire and water, grass and rock, creates a harmonious system. Considering how these elements interact, how they complement and counter each other, is a thoughtful and calming mental exercise. It's a gentle reminder that every being has its place and purpose, contributing to the overall stability and complexity of the Pokemon ecosystem. The soft, intuitive understanding of these relationships is a source of quiet wisdom. The gentle art of Pokemon Amy and Pokemon Refresh, where trainers interact with their Pokemon through soft touches, playful gestures, and gentle grooming, deepens the bond between them in a profoundly calming way. The quiet moments of brushing a Pokemon's fur, feeding them a favorite treat by hand, or simply watching them react with happy expressions foster a sense of trust and affection. The soft purrs, contented sighs, and gentle nudges from a Pokemon during these interactions are incredibly reassuring and heartwarming. It's a tender exchange of care and companionship, a gentle reminder of the simple joys found in nurturing relationships. The soft glow of the screen during these interactions, with the gentle animations of happy Pokemon, adds to the peaceful atmosphere. The quiet pursuit of completing the Pokedex, a gentle endeavor that involves encountering and documenting every known Pokemon species, offers a long-term goal that is both challenging and deeply satisfying. It's a journey of quiet discovery, requiring patience, exploration, and a keen eye for observation. The soft thrill of encountering a new species, the gentle process of cataloging its details, and the gradual filling of the digital encyclopedia provide a continuous sense of accomplishment. It's not about rushing, but about savoring each encounter, each piece of the puzzle. The quiet satisfaction of seeing a new entry appear, the soft hum of the Pokedex confirming a successful scan, creates a gentle rhythm of progress and knowledge acquisition. The gentle act of visiting Pokemon Day cares, where Pokemon can relax and socialize with others, provides a comforting sense of community and well-being for one's companions. The soft sounds of playful Pokemon, gentle clucking of the caretakers, and the knowledge that one's Pokemon are in a safe and nurturing environment can be deeply reassuring. It's a quiet space where Pokemon can simply be themselves, enjoying gentle interactions and a break from the rigors of training. The soft murmurs of contentment from Pokemon as they play or rest, and the peaceful atmosphere of shared companionship contribute to a sense of calm and quiet happiness. The gentle sight of Pokemon frolicking in a sunny field or dozing under a tree in the care of others is a soothing tableau. The vast and diverse array of berries and natural ingredients found throughout the Pokemon world, used for healing, enhancing, and crafting, speaks to a gentle abundance and practicality. The soft rustle of leaves as berries are plucked, the gentle sorting of ingredients, and the quiet process of combining them to create useful items all connect one to the natural resources of the world. It's a gentle reminder of self-sufficiency and the simple pleasures of working with nature's bounty. The soft, earthy scent of freshly picked berries and the gentle satisfaction of preparing a remedy or a treat, create a calming and grounded experience. The quiet understanding of which berries grow, in which regions, and which possess particular properties, adds a subtle layer of natural wisdom. The gentle, consistent presence of Professor Oak and other Pokemon professors who guide trainers with quiet wisdom and encouragement provides a sense of stability and mentorship throughout the journey. Their soft spoken advice, their gentle curiosity about the world, and their unwavering support for young trainers create a comforting foundation. They embody the spirit of learning and discovery, offering a gentle hand to navigate the vastness of the Pokemon world. The quiet authority in their voices, combined with their genuine care for both Pokemon and humans, makes them a reassuring and calming presence. Their gentle enthusiasm for new discoveries and their patient explanations of complex concepts are a constant source of quiet inspiration.